What's up, everybody? We are back. We are live. We are ready to go with the New York Knicks versus the 76ers. The game is in Philadelphia, and it's nationally televised on ABC. OG Cellar Dweller Basement Bouncer Bruin. You are officially first today. Yes, you're officially first today. What's going on, Bruin? Getting ready for another exciting afternoon of some NBA action before this weather comes in. The weather's going to be coming in soon, man. Of course, Stella says what's up. And that weather is coming in, man. It's coming in. Already salted the driveway, ready to go. I'm not ready to shovel, but ready to go. Salted the driveway. And how about you, man? This game's about to get underway right now. How about you, Bruin? What's going on? Hey, I told you we're doing the Bruins Lightning here, the Stadium Series game in Tampa. I still find it weird to be going down south, but I guess marketing-wise, everybody's got to get their share, right? I mean, it worked in Miami. So I guess that's what we got. It worked in Miami. So, but still, man, I want to see it. You're going to do that stuff. Do it in the cold, man. Do it in the cold, man. The people are out there freezing. That's what we want to see, in the cold. But anyway, I'm going to do that Bruins game. I know they're playing tonight, too. The Lightning are playing tonight, but I won't be doing that one. I wanted to, but I won't be. I'm going to be salting the driveway again. Just doubling down on that. Doubling down. That stuff is like it's like gold right now. It's like gold right now. So I'm just finishing setting up here as usual. There we go. So, yes, Bruin, you are officially first today. We got to think of a theme to be first. Mean, go New York, go. Let's go. We got to do the Knicks today, man. Let's do the Knicks. Let's go, Knicks. Come on, man. We snapped out of our funk against the Nets, 120-66. Now, that was just the Nets. Let's see if we really snapped out of that losing streak we were on. Let's see if we really snapped out of it playing a more formidable team today, right? Playing a more formidable team today in the Sixers. The Nets are the New York Jets of basketball. They really are. 120-66 in an embarrassing effort, man. Terry Porter must want off the Nets badly. This is a champion from the Denver Nuggets. Why did he get punished to the New Jersey Nets, Brooklyn Nets? I still call them Jersey Nets. The Sixers, man, with Tyrese Maxey is a beast, man. He really is a freaking beast point guard, man. And I like him. He's a stand-up dude. No New Yorker, no New York Knicks fan likes Embiid. He's a dirty player. Dirty player. What he did to Robinson a couple years ago, and that nobody will ever forget that, man. Him twisting his bad leg when he just came back. It's like no one will ever forget that, man. So all good. So I'm not a Sixers fan, not even close, but I do like Tyrese Maxey. That dude's a stand-up kid, and for his community, and he's a great ball player, man. It's the only guy I like on the Sixers. And enough about them. I can't say I'm not into the UFC anymore, but when my run on the trucking changed, I started having to get up at 1 a.m. I missed a lot of sports during that time. I had to listen on the radio a lot, and then when I had to do my run started at 1 a.m. and I was done by noon. So I missed a lot during that time. I missed a lot. I had to catch up on sports talk radio. Sports talk radio carried me through a lot of those times. Getting ready for tip-off right here. The Sixers are wearing their old Allen Iverson Sixers jerseys, looking back to like 01. Ah, beautiful. Embiid won the tip, and Bridges stole it right off the bat. Beautiful. Let's go. I mean, it's January, you know. Towns for 3. Boom, 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 boom. Towns hit 3 right off the bat. Let's go. 3-0. We know what we call Philadelphia MSG South. That's MSG South because we beat them in the playoffs. We've beaten Philly a lot. New York owns Philly in a lot of sports, except for the Eagles. The Eagles are the only team they got on us. The Yankees beat the Phillies in the World Series. The Mets have beaten the Phillies multiple times, including in the playoffs recently. Brunson for 3. Boom, 6-0 Knicks. There we go. I'll update the score at the first break. The Knicks knocked the Sixers out of the playoffs a few years ago. I mean, outside of the Eagles, if you really want to go there, the Giants have more rings anyway. Bridges. Oh, good rebound by Towns. They said he stepped out of bounds. I don't know about that. Cardboard Max, 9059. Hello from Buffalo. Go, Knicks, go. Yes, let's go. Let's go. Sorry about the Bills, man. I'm a Jets fan, but I was pulling for them. Every Bills Mafia fan that follows my channel knows I like Josh Allen. I was going for the Bills, man. They should be in it this week. They should have been in it this weekend. They should have been in it this weekend, man. Thanks for showing up here, Cardboard. Appreciate it, man. Subscribe, bell notes if you haven't already. Let's go, Towns. Inside pass to Bridges. Boom, layup and in. The Knicks are starting out on fire, up 8-4. Yeah, Bruin. I mean, I knew everything about the UFC back in the day. Everything. Right up to about when John Jones was hot. When John Jones was just killing everybody. And then a little after that is when I started, my shift changed and I couldn't keep up. I just couldn't keep up. But you want to talk about, it's 8-7 now. You want to talk about old school UFC? Oh, man, that was my game, man. That was my stuff. I don't know anything about it now. I just can't keep up. I couldn't keep up, and now I've been so far out of it. I watch too many sports as it is. That's awesome, man. That's awesome. Old MMA is good stuff, man. I love it. I read Ken Shamrock's book and Frank Shamrock's book. Ken Shamrock's book is freaking great, man. It's called Shamrock. Boom! OG for 3, 11-9 Knicks. We all know NBA is all about the second half. It's all about the second half. Paul George, Kelly Oubre for 3. Missed it. Josh Hart on the rebound. And by the way, when we were in that slump, we were missing a lot of Josh Hart and Mitchell Robinson were out a lot of these games, man. That's all our rebounding right there. Those two guys right there is all the rebounding. 13-9 Knicks. Let me update the score. We got a break in the action. The NBA is hard to keep up with my slow typing skills, so I wait for breaks. There, boom. 13-6. It's on ABC, by the way, guys. This game is on ABC. It's a nationally televised game. It's on ABC right now if you want to check it out. Oh, 13-9. I cheated the Sixers out of 3. 14-9. Now we're caught up for a second anyway. 14-9 Knicks. OG Cellar Dweller basement bouncer. Gunner's in the basement. Oh, you know I love that, Gunner. Love that. 3-0. What period? Is it in the first period or is it later in the game? Good. Beat up on the Asslanders. You already guys know I already hate the Islanders. Let's go for Buffalo. OG of OG. And our third baseman bouncer, whether he wants to be or not, Staff Sergeant Thomas, Mr. Marine, in the basement. 18 degrees out. Yeah, it feels like 90 to me. Was out for an hour in shorts, Marine T-shirt, fleece jacket. People saying everything okay. I tell them it's summer. I'm with you, man. I love the cold more than a 100-degree day like they're having in Australia. I'll take the cold anytime over that kind of heat. I was out doing the salt in the driveway, doing all that stuff, and after this is over, I'll be doing that again. I was going to do the Lightning game tonight, but I'm not now. I'm not. I will be doing a lot more Lightning games than Ranger games until the Rangers start caring about playing. Like, they're just losing. The Jets have burnt me out from watching my teams lose. So we're probably going to be doing a lot more Lightning games with some mixing on some Rangers because the Rangers they're probably unwatchable. I went through enough of that through the fall with the Jets. So if I had to do a lot of Knicks and Lightning, that's what I'm going to do. Brunson moving in. I will always love the Rangers. They'll always be my number one team. But if these guys are just, it's really sad. It's really pathetic. It's really pathetic what's going on. It's really bad. And we can talk about injuries, but when your goalie's injured, that is a big deal. Embiid for 3, and he hit it. Knicks are up 17-14, 7:50 left in the first quarter. Zucker scored 33 seconds into the second. Josh Hart, hold on. Inside to Towns. Towns fouled. 17-14 Knicks. Let me make the change. I'm going to really try to keep up. Paul George already has 2. 17-14. Actually, I'll hold off here until Towns takes his free throws. He should hit both. I would think he's going to hit both. I'll get back to Thompson scored with 13 seconds left in the period. And this is great, man. 3 is – that all happened in a short period of time. Oh, that's great. So 2 goals in the last 35 seconds, basically, of the second. And then Zucker scored again, starting right off in the third. Good. 3. So it was 0-0 up to that point. Oh, I can do math. That's awesome, man. That is awesome. All right, he hit the first one. I'm assuming he's going to hit the second one. I'm just going to put in 19 right now. Towns officially hits the second one. 19-14 Knicks with 7:40 left in the first quarter. The game is on ABC, guys. Nationally televised. Check it out. Follow along. Towns with the rebound. Bringing it back up. Mean. 1 second. Bridges for 3. Oh, man, he missed a wide open 3. Come on, Bridges. Johnny, have you heard the Pittsburgh Steelers have hired Mike McCarthy? No, I didn't. 1 second, Mean. 1 second. Embiid on Towns. In the paint. Puts it up. And missed. Oh, come on. He wasn't fouled. Come on. That was not a foul. You guys watching this? Good defense by Towns. Watch this. Come on, man. He hit his arm. He wasn't even shooting. At that point. Am I being biased? Hell yes, I'm being biased. Mike McCarthy's a really good coach. And for what was remaining, I thought McDermott would have been a better hire. To be honest with you, I thought McDermott would be a better hire, but McDermott may not want to go to a team that doesn't have a quarterback. I don't know if Rodgers is coming back or not, but I know Rodgers liked Mike Tomlin. It seemed like he really liked him and respected him, and that could factor into his decision, not coming back. Mike McCarthy's always had a winning record. He had all those great teams. Look at Dallas since Mike McCarthy left. Look at Dallas. They don't even make the playoffs. I know they didn't make it in his last year, but he was, winning 11, 12 games there. I think it's a solid hire. It's a veteran coach. It's not a brand new coach. And when Pittsburgh hires coaches, they keep them for a long time. So I'm sure that was part of the deal there, how long they were going to keep them. But for what was remaining, would you have taken Brian Daboll? No. Brian Dable's probably a better fit for Buffalo. McDermott probably would have been my only other choice. Mike McDaniel, you're going to take him? No. He already got hired somewhere, didn't he? I think all the good coaches are hired, so why not take Mike McCarthy? Why not take a chance on him? The only other coach I said would be McDermott, but I think the Raiders are going to hire McDermott if they haven't already. Not surprised by the hire at all. Mike McCarthy's a solid coach. 21-16 Knicks, 6:20 left in the first quarter. Gunner, go get them. Yeah. Oh, man, they're terrible. They're unwatchable. That's why I said I'm going to do more Lightning games. I'm tired of watching our teams losing, from the Jets to the Giants to the Rangers. I'm tired of it. I got a second team. I'm going to start doing Lightning games more than Ranger games until they start winning. Kelly Oubre with the 2-point in the paint and fouled. 21-18. I'm really going to do my best to keep up with this. I mean, who else do you think would have been better for Pittsburgh? Right? Who else would have been better for Pittsburgh? I like it. I think it's a decent hire. Yeah, they're awful. I didn't watch the game last night. I saw the highlights this morning. They're terrible. They were down 3-1 in the first period, man. Yes, Igor being out is a big deal. It is a big deal. You guys have heard me say multiple times, you could have the greatest team in front of the goalie, but if your goalie is average to below average, you're not going to win many games. And I'm not knocking Jonathan Quick. I'm not knocking him. You guys watch me enough to know I'm not knocking Quick. It's just that he's 40 and you don't want him starting every game. So they didn't. They put in Spencer Martin, the kid from the AHL. He gives up 3 goals first period. 1, 2, 3. You got to rest Quick. So with Igor out, that's a big deal. But even when Igor was playing, the Rangers were 500 at best, a 500 team. So a lot of changes need to be made, good changes. Trade Lafreniere. If Panarin would want to take a short-term deal, we would keep him. He wants a long-term deal. He's 34. I love Artemi Panarin. He's one of my favorite Rangers next to Mika and Igor. Honorary mention, Vincent Trocheck. I like him too. Trocheck's probably going to get traded. That's why I'm about trading Braden Schneider. The Sharks are interested in getting him. But they got to make all these changes, man. But they got to bring in good, solid players. We talk about the Yankees wasting Aaron Judge's prime years. How about the Rangers wasting Igor's prime years? Like they did Henrik Lundqvist. They wasted his time. Like you didn't get a great team around until these guys got older. I don't know, man. It's what happens. We got legendary future Hall of Famers on these teams and Josh Allen. Josh Allen. It's another one. Boy, Buffalo for the first time looks like a disorganized organization. They look like they don't have it going on. And look at that. Isn't that coincidental? Fire McDermott, and now everybody looks like an idiot. Everybody looks like an idiot. The best coach for Buffalo Bills right now is McDermott. They're wasting Josh Allen's years. They're wasting his years. Josh Allen's gonna be another Jim Kelly if they don't do something in the next 2 to 3 years. Superstar legend Jim Kelly, Hall of Famer, one of the best quarterbacks of all time. No rings. Why? And Josh Allen hasn't even made a Super Bowl. Is it because of him? No. Yes, he had a bad playoffs this past one, but come on. Their defense, they never getting their defense together over these years. 7:30 left in the third. Probably less than that now because I was a little late on that, Gunner. Good. Beat those Islanders, man. Lukewarm, and I have the window open from top to keep comfortable. I know it, Mr. Marine. You are in your glory. I'm with you, brother. I'm with you. Speaking of Ken Shamrock, oh, yeah. Bruin, I don't know if you read. I don't mean that you can't read. Let me reword that, Bruin. Let me reword that. I don't know if reading is an interest to you, but read Shamrock's book. Ken Shamrock. I'll tell you who the author is in a minute. Great book. Ken Shamrock is my favorite UFC fighter. That dude was no joke. Okay, back from commercial. Kelly Oubre at the line. Missed the and one. Landry Shaman on the rebound. 21-18 Knicks. 21-18 Knicks. 5:55 left in the first. Yes, that's awesome, Bruin. Keep following Ken Shamrock's journey, man, from back then. Wow, what a beast. What a beast. He's got some life story, man. That was one of my I don't read a whole lot of sports biographies because they all kind of end up being the same kind of thing. But I've read a few of them, and Ken Shamrock's one of the best I've ever won. Zucker scored his first into the second, not at the end. Oh, okay, into. I thought you meant 33 seconds left. And then with 13 seconds, like 20 seconds later, they scored again. I got you. All in all, it's 3-0, Gunner. That's what I care about. The Islanders are getting beat down 3-0. That's what I care about. So we're all good. We're all good. Ubaselli's in. It's on mid-range jumper for Brunson. Misses it. Ubaselli on the rebound. Brunson corner 3. Hits that. Okay, don't take the 2. We'll take the 3. 26-20 Knicks. Now we're looking like the Knicks. Oh, I think it's a good hire too, especially with who is left, right? And for an organization like Pittsburgh, McCarthy's a stand-up dude. McCarthy isn't a good head coach. He won 1 Super Bowl with the Prime Rodgers, and after that, he wasn't great. He won a couple of 12-game seasons with Dallas, though. Gunner. I'm not saying he's the greatest coach of all time, but I mean, who would you take over him besides McDermott? Who else is left out there? He had a winning record. He had a winning record with Dallas. I just lost my place. He had a few 12-game win seasons with them. I don't think he's a terrible coach. Dallas, he was 6-10 his first season, 12-5, then 12-5, then 12-5, then 7-10. So he was 12, 24, 36, 42, 49. He was 49 and 35 with Dallas. 49 and 35 with Dallas. He's overall 174 and 112 as a head coach and 2 ties. He's got a 608 winning percentage as a head coach. He's had more winning seasons than losing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's had 6 losing seasons. That's it. But he loses in the playoffs a lot. That's the downside to him. He loses in the playoffs a lot. Joel Embiid going to the line. Embiid, no Knicks fan likes Embiid. We don't respect him, don't like him. I didn't mind him up until his dirty stuff he did to Mitchell Robinson. JB, you don't think Iverson, Brunson are the same mold of different era? Remember, it's practice, man. We're talking about practice. Man, we're talking about, come on, that's as famous as the Jim Mora playoffs. You kidding me? Playoffs? I don't even think we can win a game. Like, that's as famous as that, man. Those are the 2 most famous lines. Practice and playoffs. 29-25, Knicks, 3:11 left in the first quarter. $29, Embiid hit them both. 29-26, Knicks. I know McCarthy won a lot, but he had a prime Rodgers for most of his career. Okay. I feel like Dallas won despite him being their coach. Well, they weren't winning before he came in. Then he got 6-10. He had a prime Rodgers, but we could say that about a lot of coaches, though, right? McDermott built up Josh Allen. That's why I think he'd be a better coach. He was there when Josh Allen's first 2 years wasn't that great. So you can give McDermott and Brian Daboll a whole lot of credit for where Josh Allen is now, because people forget his first 2 years, Allen wasn't that great. The team wasn't that great. But Josh Allen is a freaking elite quarterback now. Come on, is that going in? Oh, my gosh, it bounced all around the rim and didn't go in. Sixers get the rebound, driving the lane, back to Embiid, brings it home. Now, you got to remember, foul on Maxey. Was that for 3, though? Did he go up for 3 when he fouled him, Brunson? Bills can't sign their former OC quarterback coach. The only reason I think that would work is because Brian Daboll, Josh Allen really likes him, but he can't be because he's friends with him, because we saw that with I am not comparing Brian Daboll to Nathaniel Hackett with Aaron Rodgers. Goodness gracious. Agreed. Well, I don't know who else is out there they can sign. You know who the best coach for the Buffalo Bills is? The guy they just fired, McDermott. That's your best coach for the Bills. I don't know who they're going to hire. Who the Bills are going to – they're looking at Phillip Rivers. Is that serious? Are they really looking at him? That's like hiring Jeff Saturday. Is it not? Like the Colts hired Jeff Saturday. Remember that? 4-0 Buffalo. Dolan scores 4-0. I already see now in the chat here. It's down up to 5. No, I know Quick wasn't in. I'll never knock Jonathan Quick. I'll never knock Quick. He's putting in fortunate situation at the age he's at. Yes, Spencer Martin was in. I don't know anything about that guy except that he doesn't look very good. 5-0. Boom, 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 boom. Love it. Love it. Love it. Make it 10-0, please. I heard from my Islander fan friends when the Rangers lost 10-2 a couple weeks ago. I didn't hear the end of it. Please beat them 10-0. Please. Get 5 more. 2 goals in 30 seconds. We need more. We need more. Cardboard, been a Bills fan 30-plus years, lived through 4 straight Super Bowl losses. I saw them all. I'm a 4 decades Jet fan, so I've seen them all. Wanted McDermott fire after the 13 seconds bad defense. McDermott's defense is the problem. 33 points per game in the last 6 playoff games. The defense has definitely been the problem. No doubt there, man. The defense has been the problem. A great defense does it. 13 seconds doesn't happen. You got another diehard Bills fan in here, Cardboard, named Gunner. One faded Gunner in here is a diehard Bills fan. But I think right now, who else do you bring in? They fired McDermott. Everybody's gone. Who would you want in there right now, Cardboard? What do you feel about Brian Daboll? Would you want Brian Daboll back? Would you want Joe Brady moved up? Who else is out there? Phillip Rivers, man, that's a real stretch. For a Bills team with Josh Allen needing to – that window's closing. It's tightening up. I think you got, like 3 years to go maybe? But they're not giving him a lot of great – well, definitely defense. And the receivers themselves. I know people have gotten hurt, but I think you give them better receivers. James Cook is a monster. I love James Cook. That game right there, that was – to me, everybody – yes, that was not an interception. That shit was a horrible, horrendous call. Horrendous call, but I think the real turn started. James Cook fumble in the first half became a touchdown. Josh Allen, uncharacteristically, is holding the football like, what was that? And that's another 3, so that's 10 points right there that Denver should have never gotten. Denver should have never gotten. It changed the whole momentum because Josh Allen had that huge run. Then they had a huge run from their 30 to Denver's 30, roughly, give or take. And then James Cook fumbles that ball right after that. They were driving. I really felt Buffalo was going to go up 14-3 there. It's hard to win with 5 turnovers in a game, as you know. But overall, I get your point. The defense has been terrible the entire time Josh has been there. The 13 seconds is unforgivable. That is unforgivable. That is awful, man. I agree. And listen, as a Jet fan, I go for Buffalo. I really do. They're New York. I'll go for them. There's only one New York team I don't go for, and that's the Islanders. I'll never go for them, ever. You know it, Bruin. You know it, Bruin. With me, man, you always know everything just whoosh. I really worded that poorly. Good stuff. You already know, Bruin. You've been with me long enough. You already know how I do. 31-28 Knicks, 2 minutes left. Gunner must be happy. Good for him. His other team hurts him so much. Yeah, the Bills do crush their souls, man. At least the Jets, they let me know by October 1st that, you can go on and watch the Knicks. Go watch the Knicks and the Lightning. Shamet for 3. He airballed that one. OG stepped out. Come on, 31-30, a minute 36 left in the first. 31-30 Knicks. I'll update the score on the scoreboard there at the end of the first quarter. Minute 36. McDermott will not get another job. 26th ranked run defense. You know what I think, though, Cardboard? I'm not disagreeing with you on the defense at all. I do agree with you on the defense. I bet you Vegas hires him. Unless they've hired somebody else I don't know about. I bet you Vegas hires him. Vegas is what? The last team needing a coach besides the Bills? Are they the last 2 teams? Everybody else has a coach now, right? I bet you Vegas hires him. Because McDermott did bring the Bills out of the misery of 17 years of missing the playoffs. Shamet, ow, come on, off the front of the rim. He brought him after the 17 years of not missing the playoffs. They went to the playoffs with Tyrod Taylor, right? Even though they lost, and then they finally won one with Josh Allen. McDermott's going to get credit for the offensive side of the ball for building up Josh Allen. I know Brian Daboll had his hand in that a lot as well. So Vegas may be looking at him as like they're going to bring in Mendoza. I mean, everybody's assuming that. And they're going to want him to build up the offense. Defense, they may get another defensive coordinator. Tom Brady being an owner, part owner, whatever it is, I almost said L.A. In Vegas, he hates losing. Look at Pete Carroll, one and done. Pete Carroll, one and done. So Buffalo has had a real rough time, man. You have a guy, we talk about this a lot in here, Cardboard. Hold on, OG. Pass out to McBride for a corner three. Boom, 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 boom. 34-32 Knicks, 32 seconds left in the first quarter. New York has too many legends of the game that don't have rings. Jim Kelly, Patrick Ewing, Henrik Lundqvist, Josh Allen, jury's still out. Aaron Judge, jury's still out. Igor Shesterkin, jury's still out. Don Mattingly, Dave Winfield, no rings. No rings. Come on. They're very quick with the whistle on these. And we don't want to see Josh Allen join this group of legends, not only of New York, but legends of the game. Joe Klecko for the Jets, another one, no ring. He was one of the greatest front fours of all time, the New York Sack Exchange. And yes, Gunner, they were New York then. They played at Shea Stadium. McDermott will get a job. Cardboard, there's your other Buffalo fanatic right there, Gunner. JB, you read a lot. Read White Line Fever, autobiography, Lemmy Kilmister. I will read that. I do like reading what happened? White Line Fever. Let me mark that down. Hold on. Let me lock that in. I'm locking it in with the movies everybody wants me to watch. Putting it right. OG. Mid-range. Nope. Shamet. Corner three. Missed it. Come on, man. You had one thing I don't like. End of the first quarter, 34-34. One thing I don't like about today's NBA is guys that have a wide open mid-range jumper, why are you passing out for a three? You're passing out for the guy to hit a three. Just take the points. Take the points. I'm very old school with that. 34-34. I'm just putting the second quarter. Every other sport is easy to keep up with the scoreboard. Basketball moves too fast, as you guys are. I've told you that a million times. I'll keep up with it at breaks. So 34-34 is going to be the start of the second quarter in a second here. Andy Dalton broke the drought, not McDermott. And Andy Dalton of the Bengals. Okay. But the Bills under McDermott, it's kind of like the Knicks with Tom Thibodeau. The Knicks and the Bills were awful for years and years and years. Jeff Van Gundy got fired December of 2001. That was the end of the Knicks making the playoffs and a couple of finals for all of the 90s. And then just awfulness came after that. Bad, bad, bad. Tibbs comes in. Yes, he had his faults, but Tibbs came in and resurrected the team. He resurrected the whole team. I mean, they were going to the playoffs with Randall basically playing the point. And they went as far as they could go with him. McDermott, I put them both in the same boat. McDermott had a lot of winning seasons with superstar players and couldn't get over the hump. Just couldn't get over the hump. Defense, awful. They fired too many of their coordinators. The coordinators are fired so much that eventually it's going to come to McDermott. But that awfulness at that press conference with Pagula and Bean was like, wow, Keon Coleman's still on the team. And the guys are smash-mouthing him like, no, you made me pick him. I didn't want to pick him. He made me pick him. And they promote Bean and flush McDermott. It was very strange. And Pagula's sitting there like, guys, Coleman's still on the team. That was horrible. And, I mean, it's not like Bean was helping out much with anybody on defense either. So, I don't know, man. It's just it's a very bad situation there. I feel awful for them. Steve, welcome to the basement. Subscribe, bell notice, man. What's up, Steve? Is Cat bad performance because he knew he will leave to the Bucs? I'm telling you, man, it could be. It could be. Cat has been awful lately. Awful. If Cat had even half of what Mitchell Robinson had as just a blocking rebound monster, Mitchell Robinson is a monster. Yes, he can't shoot. for today's NBA as a center. He is the blockness monster. That's what they call him. His second chance points that he gives the Knicks when he's rebounding. I mean, he gets 11 to 15 a game or more. Can't shoot. When Towns is in there, Towns plays to me more like a guard. He sticks around the 3-point line too much instead of being in the paint. And when he is in the paint, he usually gets boxed out or steps away or commits horrendous fouls, man. He commits really dumb fouls at times. And just lately, he just hasn't been playing at all. When we really needed him to step up, when Mitchell Robinson was out and Josh Hart was out, that's our two biggest rebounding machines right there. It's like he wasn't there. I mean, it's like we're getting more out of OG for trying to make up for it than Cat. I don't get it, man. It could be, man. Could be. I would take Giannis, send Towns and a couple of the young guys for Giannis. I'll do that in a minute. McDermott didn't even want Josh Allen. Bean drafted him. Still developed under him, though. Man, you really hate McDermott. I know you really – I got to give it to you, Cardboard, because of all the Bills fans that I know, and there's a lot of Bills Mafia that follow my channel, you are the first one that has come real with McDermott on a negative end. And you sound like a lot of Knicks fans that hated Tibbs at the end. I didn't hate Tibbs. I loved for what he did for the team. Speaking of Towns, Steve, Towns is down. 36-36, Towns is down. I'll get right back to you, Cardboard. You're the first Bills fan I've met that basically sounds like you despise McDermott. But Bean could have drafted him. McDermott was the coach with him. Josh Allen's first 2 years, who gets credit for that? His first 2 years weren't that great. Josh Allen's first 2 years, he really was average at best. So who developed him? McDermott, Dable? Do you give it all to Dable? I'm not debating you on it. I'm just curious to see what you feel about that because Josh Allen he was okay his first 2 years. So who developed him? Does Dable get all the credit? You don't give McDermott any credit? What? I'm not debating you, Cardboard. I just want to know. Came out that Pagula wanted to draft Mahomes, but McDermott said no. Hey, the Jets could have had Mahomes, but they took Jamal Adams instead. Just a funny sidebar. 1 second. 37-36 Knicks. Keep him out there. Good steal. Oh, OG almost stole that. He did steal it. McBride got it. McBride up and gets fouled hard going up. McBride got fouled hard going up to the rim. Good stuff. Good steal by OG. McBride got the ball, just went right up. He knew he was going to get fouled. Went for the layup. Going to the line for two. They're going to challenge it. Hold on a second. Yeah, the funny thing was the Jets, our great GM, Mike McCagnon at the time, didn't draft Patrick Mahomes because we already had our quarterback of the future. Are you ready for this? From the guy we drafted the previous year. You ready for who our quarterback of the future was? He never played one NFL down outside of preseason. Not for the Jets, not for the Eagles. You know who it was? This is why we didn't draft Mahomes. Christian Hackenberg. That was our quarterback of the future. Christian Hackenberg. But anyway, why would Pagula listen to the head coach there and Bean listen to the head coach if they didn't listen to him then about the Keon Coleman mess that's going on right now? Coleman wants off the team, last I heard, which I don't blame him now. But I really think the Bills had it. They have a window to win. They still do. Why would he listen? The one bad thing about Woody Johnson is He never listens to, and like if there's plenty of people telling him to go after Lamar Jackson, not Aaron Rodgers, like, and then they turn around, they went after Rodgers, and then he gets hurt, and then they blamed it all on our last GM. That's the problem. Like the owners will do what they want to do, and then turn around and blame the entire staff when things don't go their way. That's what the problem with James Dolan with the Knicks all those years. He just wouldn't listen to anybody until he finally hired Leon Rose, let him be a real GM, and rebuild the whole team. Now the Jets drafted Mahomes. What would Mahomes be Mahomes with that Jets team? Who knows? Look at Sam Darnold now. How does Minnesota feel, though? That's like a direct thing with Sam Darnold. It always comes back to the Jets, but not all the other teams that this guy went to. Same with Geno Smith. The Jets get mocked for Geno Smith. That was 9 years later. Not the next year. 9 years later. Hey, Jets, look at Geno now. Yeah, 9 years later. 9. Not the next year. Like Minnesota let Darnold go for JJ, right? They didn't even make the playoffs, and Darnold's going to the championship game, but they're talking about the Jets, not that Minnesota just got rid of him. Minnesota's never done anything over the years. They're a better, more together team than the Jets are, but only the Jets get the blame, not all the other teams. Carolina had Darnold. They did nothing with him. 49ers had Darnold. He's gone further than Purdy. Geno Smith was comeback player of the year, and 9 – they go all the way back to the Jets, even though he went to the Giants and the Chargers in previous stops before Seattle. Go Sabres. Thank goodness. Shut out the Islanders. McBride, mid-range jumper. Boom. 39-36. 10.5 left in the first half. Cardboard built. That's the defense. 100%. It's 100% the defense. They should have saved the day. The offense had 5 turnovers in that game, though. You can't overlook that. They had 5 turnovers. They should have never been in that position to begin with. And the Bills shouldn't be in a position to where you have to rely on the defense. That's the problem. They had to rely on the defense. It's 5 turnovers. And I'm not disagreeing with you. The defense of the Bills is terrible. It's terrible. That's what's holding the Bills up for all these years is usually their defense. 13 seconds proves that. Yeah, great defense doesn't give, regardless of who you're playing, doesn't give that up in 13 seconds. But 5 turnovers did not help. This past one, 5 turnovers is hard to overcome. You're just giving the other team too many opportunities and too many points. Those 10 points shouldn't have even happened. James Cook and Allen both fumbling away 10 points in the first half. Because I'm a Ranger fan. That's the way it goes. Islander fans hate the Rangers. It's like a Yankee Red Sox thing. It's a Yankee Red Sox thing. That's all that is. I'll never go for the Islanders. Never. And they'll never go for the Rangers. I have family that are Islander fans. They will never go for the Rangers. They'll go for Boston. And they hate Boston teams like I do. But they'll go for a Boston team over the Rangers any day of the week. That's why I can't stand the Islanders. Household rivalry, family rivalry, cousins are Islander fans. We have family Ranger fans. The whole, it's all in fun. It's all in fun. Raiders will hire Mike McDaniels. Why would they do that? Talk about a guy that's blown opportunity. Look at the offense that that Miami had. No defense. They never had a defense. It's the same argument you're putting up with McDermott. Mike McDaniels' record is terrible. I would take McDermott over Mike McDaniels. I think McDaniels already got hired as an offensive coordinator, though. Hold on, let me check that. I think he did. Oh, okay, he wasn't. I thought he was hired as an offensive coordinator somewhere. My bad. Mike McDaniel. He just had an interview with the Buffalo Bills. While the Chargers, he is the offensive coordinator for the Chargers, but he's allowed to leave if he gets a head coaching position. It says right here from 2 hours ago, Sports Illustrated. 2 hours ago, it says Mike McDaniel is officially the Chargers OC, but Ken is allowed to interview with other teams. He just interviewed for the Buffalo Bills position. Would you want him as a dang, come on, man. That was a fast break by Sixers. 43-41 Philly. 43-41 Philly. Mike Brown's taking a timeout. I will say this. Let's see. Just double checking what I just saw. Yeah, Mike McDaniel is technically the offensive coordinator for the Chargers, but he is allowed to leave for a coaching position. The Bills are looking at Kubiak, Mike McDaniel, Phillip Rivers as their top three candidates. Well, we'll see. Bills are hiring Clint Kubiak. Okay, we'll see. He did. I just looked all that up, Mr. Marine. He is technically the offensive coordinator, but he is allowed to do interviews for a head coaching position. So I don't know how that works, but it does. Kyle, another cellar dweller accounted for. Kyle in the basement. What's going on, Kyle? Good to see you in here, man. What's going in here, man? What's happening? I can see that. Cleveland. I mean, right. Who else is Cleveland going to hire? The Cleveland, the Jets, and the Raiders prove tanking doesn't work. They're always the top 5 team in the top 5 for drafting for the past few years. Cleveland, the Raiders, and the Jets. Manav, OG cellar dweller accounted for. Manav in the basement. What's going on, Manav? What's happening, man? Yes. I know, man. Mattingly will never get in. Don Mattingly should be in the Hall of Fame. Should be there. Like you heard me say, Dave Winfield's number should be retired at Yankee Stadium. His number should be on the wall. Dave Winfield and Don Mattingly were the epitome of the 80s Yankees. They were the guys of the 80s Yankees. And a short time we had the greatest leadoff hitter of all time, Ricky Henderson. But Ricky Henderson's an Oakland A. He'll always be an Oakland A. I know he played for a bunch of different teams later on. But really, Mattingly and Winfield, they say Mattingly's career wasn't long enough. When you think about the heartbreak of Don Mattingly, the Yankees go to the World Series in 81, lose to the Dodgers. Don Mattingly comes up in 82 the following year. 95, they bring the wild card in. The Yankees choke away a 2-0 lead, lose the Seattle Mariners, right? Mattingly retires. The next year, the Yankees win the World Series, 96. Don Mattingly goes to coach other teams, and he comes back as a Yankees coach on the bench in 02, right after the Yankees. What happened there? He's always missed the boat with the Yankees in the World Series, man. I mean, he is – how terrible, man. He retired at the end of 95, 96. They go on 94, the year of the strike. The Yankees would have – assuming would have won the World Series that year. Don Mattingly should be in the Hall of Fame, but they say his career is too short. His numbers aren't that great. If you look up his numbers, they're amazing. They're absolutely incredible. And I believe he's still tied for 7 games in a row of a home run? He should be in the Hall. Terrell Davis is in the Hall of Fame in the NFL. I mean, that's really because of what he did in the Super Bowls with John Elway. He was a great running back. His career was kind of short. There's plenty of people that are in the Hall of Fame whose careers were kind of short. Gale Sayers got injured. He's in the Hall of Fame. He's one of the greatest running backs of all time. He played 6 years. 6. He shredded his knee, and that was the end of his career. But they say because he played like a Hall of Famer, and he had 6 touchdowns in 1 game. I know that. McDaniels can still – yeah, he can. Manav, what's up? Marine, everybody. Let me catch up on these. 44-43, Knicks. Bridges, corner 3. But he missed it. Come on, man. Tight game. 8:21 left in this first half. Out of bounds. Knicks ball. Let's go. Hey, Stella. Want to say hello to everybody? Come on. Want to say hi to everybody? Towns double teamed in the corner. Bad pass by Towns. Bad pass. Say hello. Hello. No hello today? No? All right. I can't because she wants to bite on the jersey. She wants to pull on the chain. She wants to bite the hat. You guys know. She is a sweetheart, though. Yep. All right, breaking the action. Karl Anthony Towns. Cat going to the line. 45-44 Philly. Stay alive, brother. Amen. Good to see you on Manav. Kyle, same here. I'm going to go past everybody saying hello to each other. Bond. Another cellar dweller, Australian. First Aussie accounted for. Bond's in the basement. Bond, thank you for the you and Tony. Thank you. I did a video on the panel van. It should be posting in a few hours. It should be posting in about 3 or 4 hours. Thank you, Bond. You and Tony both gave me the same video on that one. So thank you. And I did post it. I did scheduled it for after this is over. So it should be posting like 4 hours. Thanks, Bond. Steelers hired Mike McCarthy. Yes, they did. We were just talking about that, Manav. Absolutely. Thank you, man. We're just talking about that. 45-45. 7:40 left in the first half. Tie game. I'll update it at the next break. 47-45, Paul George. Bellinger signed, hopefully 90. Aaron Judge can get a chance to win a ring now. Yes. Yes. They're like we were just talking about Josh Allen. Talk about a guy getting wasted, Aaron Judge. And Igor. Igor's another one. Getting wasted. Igor's years are getting wasted. He's the greatest goalie in the game right now, and his years are getting wasted. When he got injured, he made faced more shots and made more saves than any other goalie in the game. We don't have a team in front of him. If Igor was on almost any other team that's above average, they would have had a ring by now. Imagine if Igor was on that Oilers team right now. They would have had a ring. They would have beaten the Panthers one of those times with Trey Seidel and Connor McDavid. McBride, top of the key 3, and he missed it. Fun. Aussie World Warrior, yes. Good day, mate. Bond, hello. Everybody saying hello. I'm going to just go past the ones saying hello. Boom, I will highlight that. Yes. Staff Sergeant Thomas said it best. Yep. That's right, Kyle. We are wasting his prime years. Yeah, Staff Sergeant, you should be able to change your username there back to Marines, back to the Marines. You should be able to do that. Good. What is going on, Larry? What's up, man? What's up? Good to have you back in here, my man. What's going on? Hope everything's good with you, man. McBride bring it up. They're down 48-45. Kicks it back out to McBride. In the paint. Puts it up. Nope. But why, as Pagula, why would you get with Bean, your GM that's not supposed to be listening? If the coach and the GM aren't on the same page, why would he listen and then get in there and throw an employee under the bus? Throw Keon Coleman under the bus, fire McDermott. Why, if he respects Bean and moves him up, why is he letting Bean be a puppet to McDermott then? You want Coleman, I don't want Coleman. You want Coleman, I don't want Coleman. I think it shows if they want to tell the truth, they should do it in-house. That's what Woody Johnson did. Woody Johnson, Pagula, that's a Woody Johnson move. Let me trash everybody to the media and just cause a whole uproar. Chris Drury is doing that with the Rangers right now. Sends apology letters to the fans, and then the team is just sitting there like, thanks, man, threw the whole team under the bus. That's why the Rangers fell off the map after their president's here. Chris Drury comes out and says everybody's going to get traded, basically. Everybody's outside of Igor, everybody's on the map to get traded. They should do that in-house. They should have been pointing fingers or whatever they wanted to do in a meeting with themselves. We fired you. This is what's going on with Coleman. Saying it to the media is the worst thing you could do for team morale. Pagula just lost the whole team doing that. Trust me, Woody Johnson's the worst owner in sports. I can vouch for that. The worst. He throws the entire team under the bus. Chris Drury is my only other example of just going to the media and then writing apology love letters to the fans about why the team sucks. It's just really, really, it's just bad PR for your team. You just split the locker room to me. I need to make coffee. I just woke up. Oh yeah. What is it? 9 a.m. for you over there? This hopefully be good last a decade because I don't know what's going to happen when 99 is done. I don't know either. Aaron Judge he's going to get his name on the Yankee Wall of Fame. He's going to get his name on the Wall of Fame. Beautiful. Knicks get it back. Philadelphia's up 51-47. 5:20 left in the first half. Josh Hart to Robinson. Missed the layup, but Hart gets the rebound. Brunson corner three. Boom, 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 boom. Boom. Corner three. 51-50 Philly. I'll update the score down there in a minute. Actually, I'll do it now. Breaking the action, 51-50 Philly. $4:58 left in the first half. Gunnar, I'm surprised you haven't jumped in on your Buffalo Bills here, man. You're a diehard Bills fan. Raleigh, OG cellar dweller, another Marine in the basement. We got our Marines in the basement. Staff Sergeant Thomas is here. Raleigh's here. Marines, let's go. Hey, Johnny, go Knicks. That's right. Let's go Knicks, man. Forget about the January slump. Okay, we had a slump in January, and everybody's jumping all over us and whatever, man. We just beat the Nets 120-66. The Nets are the New York Jets of basketball. Just go on the field, go through the motions, and get off the field. So 54 points is a lot. I don't take a lot of stock into it because it was the Nets, but the Knicks needed that. They needed that. So now let's get it going here. And Philadelphia is MSG South anyway. We own every Philly team except for the Eagles. Right, Stella, and it's funny because we do. We always beat Philly in the playoffs. The Mets beat the Phillies. The Knicks beat the Sixers in the playoffs. That's the way it is. Raleigh, good to have you in here, man. Staff Sergeant Thomas, B.O.D. Yes. I made Staff Sergeant an official basement bouncer. Gunner, don't get the McDermott hate. Cardboard, here's another Bills fan right here. And he's a diehard Bills Mafia. Like yourself, Cardboard. You've been a fan a long time. Gunner is calling back here. Don't get the McDermott hate. Yes, he did not draft Mahomes, but at the time, no one knew what Mahomes would be. Yeah, Mahomes, by the way, his scouting report, no one knew. It's like Tom Brady. Look at Tom Brady was overlooked by everybody. Everybody. His scouting report, Mahomes' scouting report wasn't that great. The Jets didn't take because we had Hackenberg. That's just a joke in itself. Brunson, he just missed it. McDermott didn't have much on the quarterbacks because that's not what he knew, so he went defense. So did the Jets. They took Jamal Adams, who was good for the Jets. Jamal Adams was a decent Jet, but I mean, come on, man. Like, you need quarterbacks. But that's still the Jet story. Bills are going to the Super Bowl next year. There you go, Cardboard. Love the positivity. Listen to me. I will go for the Bills in the playoffs every time. Embiid in there, 55-50. Philadelphia, 4:12 left in the first half. Oh, he's been due for a ring. They got the wrong manager in there, man. Brunson, corner three, missed it. Robinson on the rebound, right over Embiid. McBride for three, missed that also. Robinson, another rebound. What I told you guys about Robinson. OG fouled up. No, he wasn't fouled on the way up. He was stripped and not called for the foul. Nice alley-oop that was blocked. Thank you. That's how you dunk it, guys. Philadelphia went for an alley-oop, and Bridges jumped up and blocked it. I love it. They had the wrong manager. Boone is fine for regular season, but he gets outmanaged, as I told you. Completely outclassed in the playoffs. My example is always Dusty Baker. He managed circles around Boone. Robinson again over Embiid, gets another rebound over Embiid. He should own Embiid all the time when it comes to rebounding. I love it. Robinson is ripping every rebound on that in that sequence. Took everyone over Embiid, every single one. BO needs to be found. Staff Sergeant Thomas wants him back in here badly. Yeah, he's been long gone. Trust me, I look at newcomers coming around. We don't have any newcomers like that, but trust me, I look. Absolutely. I wanted McDermott fired after the 13 seconds. They should have promoted Dable then. Yeah, he's 13 seconds game. Someone needed to pay for that. I agreed with you the first time you said that. Yep. Feel bad for Hackenberg. Oh. He never played a down in the NFL. He never played a down outside of preseason. He never started for the Jets. He never started for the Eagles outside of preseason. Terrible. But the difference between the Jets and the Eagles is the Eagles get rid of Hackenberg and they bring in Carson Wentz, who they did well with, and then they bring in Hurts and they win a Super Bowl. And Nick Foles, they beat Tom Brady. And beat backing up Towns. Towns doesn't even bother to jump. Didn't even bother. Bruin BOD is here. We just need to find the source of the BOD. Judge is going to have a great year. Of course he is. Judge is going to kill it. And he wanted to stay a Yankee. Look at the contract he signed a couple of years ago. It's not nearly as big as Ohtani and all these other guys that have signed these monster contracts. Judge could have gotten more money with other teams, and he stayed home. Yeah, I think Dable should go to the Buffalo Bills. Is he not even in the mix? Has he been interviewed for the Bills job? Is that just a rumor? Or is that just fans talking that he should go back? Is he not on good terms with Pagula? I mean, you would think Dable would at least get interviewed for the job, right? If he has, I don't know. I just saw the top three was Rivers. Mike McDaniel? I don't know. I wouldn't want him. I would not want Mike McDaniel. And he just came from a Dolphins team that had superstar weapons when he first got there. Remember, they were 6-0. Their defense was always bad. I would want Mike McDaniel as an offensive coordinator. That I would want. OG, back him up. Boom! Spins around, dunks in his fade. Love it. 225, 58, 56 Philly. Yeah. Him and Josh Allen got about 3 to 4 great years left. And that window's going to close. They both deserve rings, man. Landry Shamet inside the OG. OG moving again in the paint. Lost the ball, got it back, kicks it out to Shamet, kicks it out to Hart. Bad pass. Oh, Brunson got it anyway. Moves in. Yeah, too much pull in the draft. Gunner. Cardboard, you should be going back and forth with Gunner. Gunner is – I got to admit, Cardboard, you are the first – I'm not even saying what you're saying is wrong on the defense. But I'm just telling you, you're the first Bills Mafia guy that I've met that's been a long time that's come in here and hated on McDermott. I'm a Jets fan. I have nothing to say when it comes to anything in the NFL. But you guys know my pain. You guys missed the playoffs for 17 years, so you know what I'm going through. The loss against Gunner, the loss against Denver was on Allen. I agree. We talked about that. Too many turnovers. Hard to win with 5 turnovers and you're giving up points. James Cook, That fumble was a momentum killer. Denver gets 7. Josh Allen, 16 seconds left. You had no timeouts. You weren't going to go anywhere. Just take the knee. But that was uncharacteristic of him. Another 3. That's 10 points right there that Denver should not have had. 5 turnovers is a lot to overcome in a game. That's on the offense. Yes, the defense, they still had the lead. The defense should have held on. And yes, the interception, that was a bad call, but all that. But I told you before, Gunnar, I think. Hold on. OG for 3. Oh, man, he missed it. 59-58 Philly, 1 minute left in the half. You can't leave the fight to the judges. That's a boxing analogy. You leave the fight to the judges, it's a coin toss. The refs, those are the judges. They left it up to the refs. 5 turnovers isn't going to help you. And missed throws for us to win that game. Yep. Thomas, and you're a Josh Allen lover. So am I. I love Josh Allen. Come on, Brunson, stay out there, man. Come on. Beautiful. 62-60. The Knicks are getting inside on some dunks. McDermott hired Bean. He hired Bean because of their time in Carolina together. Please word that more friendly, Cardboard. What happened? I missed something. What's up, Stella? What's up, baby? You good? Come on, Brunson. Kicks it out to Hart. Hart gets fouled. Love it. Hart got fouled. 64-60 Philly, 9.8 seconds left in the half. Hart going to the free throw line. It looks like it anyway. Listen, man, I always believe that Major League Baseball is a personality checklist to get into the hall. It's a personality checklist. If you got the right personality, you're always great to us, you're going to get in. It's not even about steroid era anymore. David Ortiz got in first ballot. He failed the test. He's a hell of a guy, even Yankee fans. I like David Ortiz. I'm a Yankee fan. He killed the Yankees. But he's a great guy. He's a fun guy. We're going to let him in. Barry Bonds, not a nice guy. Should be in. Roger Clemens, not a nice guy to his teammates or the media. And the media's like, oh, you were mean to me? You're not getting in. How is Terrell Owens not a first ballot Hall of Famer? How is he not a first ballot Hall of Famer? Because he wasn't a nice guy. He was a hell of a player. Isn't the Hall of Fame about the play? It's all a personality checklist. It's personality checklist, guys. That's why. And Andrew Jones is a great guy, and he was loved in Atlanta. And the media always felt bad for Atlanta because they had all that great pitching and they only had 1 World Series. They call Atlanta the team of the 90s. How is that? The Blue Jays have 2 rings, and the Yankees beat Atlanta 8-2 in the World Series. 8-2 in 2 World Series. I mean, how are the Braves the team of the 90s? Because they had the best pitching. They showed that great pitching doesn't always beat great hitting and great teams. The Blue Jays have 2 rings in the 90s. The Braves have 1. The Yankees had beaten them twice in 96 when everybody's laughing at the Yankees went down 2 games to none in 96, and then they swept the rest of the way. They won the next 4. So, and then they swept Atlanta in 99. They just swept them. They beat them 8-2, but they had Maddox and Smoltz and Glavine. Interesting point on those 3. I think we've said it in here before. Those 3 guys combined, those 3 Hall of Fame legend pitches struck out Tony Gwynn 3 times combined. And Maddox never struck him out. I learned that when John Smoltz was calling a Yankee game on Fox, and they were talking about great hitters. And Smoltz talked about Tony Gwynn. Oh, yeah, I think the announcer asked him who was the hardest hitter he ever faced. He's like, oh, Tony Gwynn, hands down. Like he said that was a personal challenge when he came up. Smoltz struck him out once, Glavine twice, and he said Maddox never struck out Tony Gwynn. That is a hell of a statement. Tony Gwynn is so underrated when people talk about the greatest hitters of all time. Like he averaged about, in his prime, 21 strikeouts a season. There's guys that do that in a week. These guys that strike out 21 times in a week. He averaged it a season. So I don't know, man. I think it's personality checklist, Mr. Marine. Sorry, I don't mean to offend. No, I don't think you're you went to Gunner? Trust me, Cardboard. We have people that pop in here occasionally. We know that's what that BOD stuff going on. We know what it looks like when someone's coming in here to offend. I don't think you're doing that. Wasting Judge's prime year is 100%, Kyle. Every time you say it, it's never said enough. End of the first half, 64-60 Philly. The Knicks really need to win this game. They just really need to win this game. 64-60, halftime. Nah, so it's up to Stella. Bean was in charge of making a roster worthy of the Super Bowl. When McDermott calls him out, saying that the roster, D-line, and receivers weren't good enough, he gets fired for it. It was the truth. Right. Bean does have some responsibility there, man. The defense has been trash his entire time as GM. It really has. Allen has saved the team more times than not. Allen has carried that team on his back more times than not. Bean gets a pass. He gets promoted for that, Gunner. Gets promoted for that. Cardboard, nah, just words means nothing. But to Gunner Bruin, it means a lot because they the basement bouncers that we look up to. Staff Sergeant Thomas, don't let them fool you, is the toughest, most respected person in this basement for everything he did in the Marine Corps and all the wars he's been in and everything he's seen. So we love having him part of the basement, and Raleigh, our other fellow Marine, in here. He only won one World Series with Toronto. He got the game-winning hit in the extra innings in Game 6. He wasn't on the team the next year. He only got one World Series with them. He went to Cleveland or Minnesota after that. He got the game-winning hit, though. I believe it was Game 6 in the 11th inning. He has one World Series. What are you talking about, Staff Sarge? That stuff doesn't faze me. That's between you guys. You're welcome. I'll send you some of the panel van. Yes, please do. I love the panel van. There was only one in there I wasn't that crazy about. It was a white Chrysler one. But I'm not a Chrysler guy anyway. So I'm Ford all the way. The Holden, I actually like that A9X Tirana. Of course, Peter Brock driving it. That's a legend in himself anyway. But the Chrysler was a hard sell on me. That white one in there was the only one I probably didn't like that much. But the rest of them are awesome. I love it. Bruin, right. I've been trying, but I have a burner phone since I was doing 2009. Oh, okay. That's why you can't. I get it. Let me catch up on some of these, and I got to take a quick break. My daughter's having a – congratulations, Grandpa Bon. You're like the ultimate. How many grandkids you going to have now? Like 6? Congratulations, Bon. Congrats. Everybody's saying congrats. Should we trade Cat? For the right people, yeah. The person I don't want to see the Knicks trade is Mitchell Robinson. To me, yes, people are like, well, today's centers score. That is true. Today's centers do score. Mitchell Robinson is the greatest rebounding center, especially offensive rebounder in the game. He is. And the other centers that play against him all say it. He just can't shoot. If he could shoot like Cat, Robinson would be the greatest center in the game. If they trade Mitchell Robinson, that would be worse than trading Cat because all your rebounds are gone. They're all gone. If you look at Robinson's average rebounding per game and the second chance points that the Knicks get, crazy. You take all those second chance points away. I mean, Josh Hart is he's the greatest rebounding guard in the game. But Robinson, you take him away, that would be worse. So I think for the right package, yes, I would trade Cat. I wouldn't trade him for everything. I wouldn't just give him away. But I think he's starting to trade talk hurts. When you start talking trades, you start going to the media. Like I said, Chris Drury has gone to the media too much and sent in love letter apology letters to the fans. That really doesn't go over very well with the team. Hey, sorry. I mean, indirectly, sorry we suck again. But, this is why. We're not rebuilding. We're retooling. He said we're retooling. I think it just ruins it in the locker room, man. You don't have to send us a letter. Send us a ring. Send us a championship team. You have a world-class generational goalie in Igor Shesterkin, and you're wasting his years. Get a team in front of him. Doesn't have to be the greatest. Just a team that can score and play defense. That's it. 7th grandchild. Wow. Congrats, Bond. Look at all the congrats. Bond, congrats. That's awesome. 7th, Bond, you're rolling. Oh, that's great, Manav. Congratulations, man. First of many, we hope. Congratulations. Yeah, Brunson isn't the greatest defender in the game. I'll give you that. I mean, he's definitely not the greatest defender, but, man, he is a game changer. Clutch player of the year last year. That is a defense is a bit of a weakness for him, yes. Yep, it is. Like even there, they're just showing it here. Embiid back Cat all the way up. Back to Shaq is talking about this right now at halftime. Shaq. He backed Cat up, back Cat up, back Cat up. Poop, right over his head. Cat didn't even jump. Didn't even jump. When Embiid was going up on the boards, when the Knicks were shooting, when the Knicks were on offense, Robinson was taking rebounds from Embiid, just taking them. The Knicks were 23-9 going into the Cup. They were 23-9 going into the NBA Cup. Since then, they're 3-9. Enough said. I still think they're going to be okay. They're going through a midseason slump. We're going to come out of it. Pounding the Nets is fine, but we'll come out of it. We'll come out of it. Oh, that's great, Manav. Yeah, you love your bowling, Manav. That's awesome, man. You're always doing stuff with your family, Manav. We love hearing about that, man. Good stuff, Manav. I'll be back on Monday. I should be back on Monday for the Lightning. Manav, that's awesome. You'll teach the baby about cricket. That's right, Manav. That's awesome. That's right. Manav is the cricket ambassador of the basement. No doubt about that. Congratulate Cardboard. Make sure you subscribe, man. You're a knowledgeable guy in his basement. I always tell they all know. The cellar dwellers in here. That's what they are. We're all just fans talking about everything. No matter what game I'm doing, we talk about everything in here. Just about. No politics, no religion, no cursing. That's all. That's all. That's causes arguments, hatred, all type. That's why we don't do any of that stuff in here. So, but other than that, you're a knowledgeable guy with your teams. Join us, man. Staff Sergeant, you're now a basement bouncer. That's right. He's the OG of OGs. Staff Sergeant Thomas has been with me forever. He's been with me for the longest. He's been with me forever. Yep. Max, thank you. Code, another Aussie dweller in the basement. Another Aussie in the basement. Hey guys, it's 18 degrees here. I know it's 100 gazillion degrees over in Australia for you guys. It's 18 here, and the snow is coming. I already salted the driveway after this game. That's why I'm not doing the Lightning game tonight. So to make sure everything's set up here, which it is. But they keep saying it might start at 7. It might start tomorrow. It might start 2 in the morning. Who knows? But it was a high of 18 today. And that's 18 Fahrenheit, not Celsius. He was saying this yesterday. Staff Sergeant, I'm private gunner. I'm a private gunner Bruin, or the gunner captain's Bruin lieutenant. I learn everything from them now. That's right. That's funny. You were saying that yesterday. Okay, where are we at? Gunner, good day. I'm going to take a break, guys, here in a minute. Boy, I got to catch up on you guys. Are really typing a lot. May I suggest the Bounces share JB's music channel in the chat now and then promote the channel for JB and have more people join. That's true. I'll drop the link in here. As a matter of fact, let me drop the link right now for Basement Squad because Des and I are back on doing that. Hold on. Let me get the link. We are back on. And time she's working and can't, I'll do it. So we're going to keep that. We're building that channel up again. 1 second. That was dumb. Basement technical difficulties, BTDs. Yeah, whatever. Mikhailov, we need him back. Haven't seen Mikhailov in a long time. Now, granted, I was off for a while, but I've been back on for a while now. I've been back on pretty consistent now. There's the my other channel right there, Basement Squad, all music. And we'll react to some other things too as time goes on. But anyway, there you go. Awesome, Bond. Just did it. There it is. I put the link in there. Staff Sergeant Thomas. That's right. Sorry, Mafia, but I've wanted McDermott fired for like 5 years now. Team played too tight. Team takes on penalty. Hey, the Knicks fired Tibbs. I just feel the same about McDermott. They went as far as they're going to go with him. Now you need something else. You need something else to get a team that should have been at least in the finals and Super Bowl over the hump. Tibbs, I don't hate Tibbs as Knicks fans that do. I don't. I think he brought the team very far, but I think they brought him as far as they're going to go. He got exposed in the playoffs when you had injuries to players, and these guys come off the bench, and no one outside of practice, no one's used to playing with each other in live games and important pressure games. So, of course, you're going to lose to teams that are together. So, I mean, I understand the point. I think McDermott brought them as far as he's going to bring them, like Tibbs. Michael Kay said this week the Yankees paid $40 million last year, but Yanks made $85 million off of him, so they doubled his salary. Michael Kay has been going off on Yankee fans, too, about hating on the Dodgers and about the hypocrisy behind that. He's like, think back when the Yankees were with the boss, grabbing Reggie Jackson, Catfish Hunter, Ricky Henderson. He grabbed all the big-time players. I mean, he really went off on the Yankee fans for this on his show. There's Yankee fans that don't like Michael Kay. I like him. I like when he and Paul O'Neill are calling, and David Cohn. When they have those three in there in the booth, I love listening to all three. Oh, Cowboys fan. Your GM is bad. Jerry Jones, the GM is bad. It starts right there because he doesn't want – it started when he fired Jimmy Johnson. He doesn't want anybody else getting all the accolades. That's where it started. You got rid of Jimmy Johnson. They could have kept winning. I know they won a couple with Barry Switzer, but, I mean, come on, man. He was just a stand-in. You get my point. I like McDermott, but we needed a change. I say bring back Dable. Raleigh, perfect. We have Cardboard in here, Raleigh, who's new. Raleigh is an OG. He's been with me a while. He's a United States Marine. And he says to bring back Dable. Cardboard here wanting McDermott gone. Gunner's been here defending it. I'm going to leave it on that note right there, guys. The third quarter's about to start. I will be right back. Literally 2 minutes. Boom. Be right back. All right, guys, third quarter is underway. Just getting underway now. 64-60 Sixers. Oubre drives the lane, puts it in for two, 66-60. Let's go, Knicks. Come on. Emotionless, we've seen him cry with the players. Who, McDermott? I don't see how you can say he was emotionless. JB, I just posted your live stream on my YouTube channel. Thank you, Bon. Thank you, Bon. Appreciate it, Bon. Bon, did you ever look at the Limp Bizkit sanitarium thing? I wanted to hear your opinion on that. I put it in your Discord. That I wanted your opinion on that. I thought it was an amazing cover. An amazing cover. It's from 2003 or 4, something like that. Bills were winning 29-26, 2 minutes left in the fourth. Josh overcame all the turnovers. Mike Brown shouldn't be having Mitch running screens. Agreed. Yes, he should not be running screens. Mitchell Robinson needs to be in the paint, getting rebounds, being the blockness monster. That's what he needs to be doing, right? Thank you, Goat of Jersey. Appreciate that comment, man. You nailed it. Buffalo gave T.O. the key to the city when he signed here. They sure did. My whole point is, like, when it comes to personality checklists in the Hall of Fame, it's personality checklists. How'd you treat me in the media? Not me personally, but you know what I mean. I'm not going to vote you in because you were mean to me. T.O. is a first ballot Hall of Famer. Even the people that didn't like him and the players that didn't like him, none of them. You never heard any one of them say, he was slacking today. He didn't show up prepared. He wasn't into the game. You never heard any of that. And that's from the players that didn't like him. He was always 110. So these voters are the gatekeepers. They have a personality checklist. Mean to me, you ain't getting right in. Like I said, David Ortiz, everybody loves Ortiz. Hall of Famer, first ballot, failed the steroid test, right? Bonds and Clemens, not so nice of guys. Not going to get in. A-Rod probably eventually will get in because of his winning people over doing the and I mean, he is a Hall of Famer anyway. These guys were Hall of Famers before all that stuff. Towns with the follow put in. Oh, come on. What was another foul? Towns complains a lot. He's not always wrong, but I mean, he complains a lot. Mike Brown had to tell him, stop complaining after every shot. Turnovers what put us in the hole. Yes, his 2 fumbles gifted them points. His missed knocks for a TD would have won the game. He threw the pass to Shakir in the dirt. And this is a Josh Allen lover. Gunner loves Josh Allen, so do I. But what's real is real. What's real is real. It's true. I mean, like Gunner, you and I have spoken about it. Igor has had bad game. Remember the Buffalo? Igor got lit up that game. I have no excuses for him. He got lit up that game last year. And that's when we had the guys, the randoms coming in talking about Igor was overrated. It's like, dude, everybody has a bad game from time to time. You know, it happens. I mean, Josh, that was the worst playoff game I've ever seen him play. That was bad. It was really bad. And it kind of started with that one when they should have beaten the Eagles. I know it was regular season when he missed. Was it Shakir? I mean, he was wide open for that 2-point. Boom! Alley-oop from Bridges to Robinson. Boom, boom, boom. Bring it down. Let's go. 68-67 Philly right now. Allen got us back into a game. He set us behind him. Gunner knows his bills. You can't debate him on his bills. Cardboard. Yep, Gunner definitely knows his bills for sure. I gotta say, Cardboard knows he is the first Bills Mafia guy I've met that doesn't like McDermott, but he's bringing an argument about the defense, which I happen to agree with. It's hard to defend their defense, but that particular playoff game, the 5 turnovers really did kill them. It really killed them. They should have been up by a lot. And it started with James Cook fumble. That killed the momentum there, and then it just dominoed after that. Because I really feel the Bills would have scored on that drive. They would just – Josh Allen had a huge run from their own 30 to Denver's 30, give or take a few yards. And then Cook fumbled, and it just everything went downhill from there. You have all the time in the world to make up for it, but everything went downhill from there. Angus, our soccer ambassador. Angus, another cellar dweller accounted for. What's going on, Angus? And by the way, Bruin is not only a bouncer, but our hockey ambassador. I mentioned everybody else's ambassadorship in here, and I failed to mention Bruins. Angus, good day, mate. Angus. Hey, Angus. Hi, Angus. Everybody says hi, Angus. Hey, Angus. Hey, Angus. Angus, how you doing, Angus? Angus. I thought of earlier today. I thought about you. Why? Because guess what popped in my head earlier today? Thanks, Barinari. Making my way the only way they know how. So it's in my head. It has to be in your head. Thank you, Barinari. It popped in my head this morning, man. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the Chrysler. Yeah, I didn't like that one. That one I did not like. I'm not a fan of Chryslers to begin with. Like I said, I'm Ford all the way. But Mustangs and but I tell you, I'm a big fan of that Falcon GTHO Phase 3, man. If I was a billionaire, I would, whoever has that in mint condition, I would pay them whatever they wanted for it. That's in a paradise perfect world. Gunner knows his Bills, Jays, Sabres. Bruin is all Bruins of hockey. Yes. Bruin knows a lot about hockey history. These are younger guys. That's why I was surprised when we first found out their age, like they're in their mid-20s. They know a whole hell of a lot about their history, man. I love that. I love that. That's what we are in the basement. We're not a huge channel. We're not a huge live channel, but everybody in here is very knowledgeable. And we know when someone's BS and they're looking up stuff. We know. We know. Everybody in here is super knowledgeable, and when we make a dumb mistake, we call each other out for it, including me with angles. With the angles. I'm glad, Gunner, though, your Nickelback beat me out in that vote. 81% you got. We got to do another poll of something that was really bad in here said and put it up against that, Gunner, because right now you might be the butt fumble of the basement with Nickelback. That might be the butt fumble of the basement. Remember that? They matched every bad play ever, including Jose's Canseco's letting up a home run that went off his head and then into the stands. They even that didn't beat the butt fumble. Gunner, Nickelback might be the butt fumble of the basement. The poll said it. I only had 19% of the vote for my horrible angles, not being able to read English. You got 81% of that vote. We got to find another one. You guys got to tell me what was another bad thing said we got to put up against Gunner. We got to give him a chance to get out of that hole. Mitchell Robinson is an absolute beast. Yeah, he plays like Rodman on the boards. I mean, he was all over Embiid. Embiid loves it when Cat's on him. He loves it. Cat doesn't jump. He doesn't get in his way. Embiid can back him right up. Can't do that with Robinson, man. JB, I'll send you a video of me and my 6-year-old grandson kicking the footy. I have to do a better video of me kicking the footy. Mine was awful, my debut. He's already get some great. That is awesome, Bon. I love that you're in your family like that. Rock and I are into our family like that, man. That's really cool, Bon. I love it. Please do. Oh, Code. I've had them all removed. Code, man. I don't have any. Code, I wouldn't wish that on my word. Getting your wisdom teeth, getting teeth pulled, period. Awful. Awful. Come on, Brunton, out to OG. Let's go. We're up 70-68 right now, guys. Come on, man. Come on, OG. Oh, Code, I'm sorry, man. I hate getting teeth pulled. It's awful. And the aftermath is awful. And B for 3. Completely missed that wide open. Good. Brunson on the rebound. Yeah, cardboard, man. Footy, I am a footy fanatic now. And I didn't know anything, and I mean nothing about that sport in 2023. Nothing. Zero. I didn't even know what was going on when I watched it. Now I am a fanatic. I know about 80% of what's going on. I believe it. It's 18 here, but we're going down here. I'm further on the eastern side of New York, man. We're going down here too, and that weather's coming. But we're getting 8 to 12 inches here, apparently, and that's like a dusting for you guys. That's a dusting in Buffalo. Oh, another 3 missed by the Sixers. Rebound OG. Let's go. 72-68 Knicks. I'm going to update the scoreboard in a second, guys. Wait for the first. But come on, Bridges. You can't let him steal the ball like that. Jump ball. Jump ball. Jump ball. Jump ball. Bridges by and Tyrese Maxey just took that ball from Bridges. Thankfully, Bridges grabbed him, and they fell down together. So it's a jump ball. Man, Tyrese Maxey, I told you guys, I like him a lot, man. He's a solid person and player. He's huge in the community. He's the only Philadelphia player that I like. It's going to be 112. Oh, you can have that. Mr. Marine loves that. It's a balmy 3 degrees with a couple of snowflakes at least. It's all ready. Did it already pass you, Angus, or it's still going? JB, I'll post your music videos on my YouTube channel. Thank you, Vaughn. Thank you. Yep, that's the Basement Squad right there. Drop Rock Cooking Channel because there's some weird... Oh, yeah. I put Rock's Cooking Channel in here. I've done that before. I'll do that again. My wife's cooking channel. You guys got to sub to that as well. Comment. Rebound Bridges. 72-68 Knicks. 7 minutes left in the third. Josh Hart driving the lane and puts it in. Lays it right in. 74-68. The Knicks are looking good. Lot of game left, guys. Lot of game left. No. Kelly Oubre. Embiid faked the three. Tyrese Maxey. Huge mismatch. It went out of bounds, but I mean, Mitchell Robinson somehow got stuck trying to guard Maxey. That is a monster mismatch. 74-68 Knicks, right? Let me catch that up. Oh, come on. Embiid with 3 at the buzzer, missed it. All right, 74-68 Knicks currently. I will post music stuff too. Appreciate it. I need to give Rock the ingredient. That's right. Put it in her on her channel, Bond. Put it on her channel. Go on her latest short, and put it in there, Bond. She would love that, man. Appreciate it. Go on her. Brunson for 3, 77-68. Can't compare baseball back then to now. Those players were the best of my lifetime. Today, money thing, not for the love of the game. I think some players have love of the game. Judge didn't take as much money as he could have. I get your point, Staff Sergeant. But Judge definitely has a love of the game. He has a love of being a Yankee. He wants to be an all-time Yankee, one of the all-timers, right? Because he took a lot less money. When you look at his contract, he took way less to stay with the Yankees. He probably could have gotten more elsewhere. But there's a few players that I really feel have love of the game. But not as many as back then, right? Tony Gwynn, come on, man. Cal Ripken, these guys took constant pay cuts so their teams could get other players. When Ripken and Gwynn retired, that retired an era, and just an entire era in itself. They retired the same year, I'm pretty sure. I'll definitely check out that video today. Thanks, Bond. Okay, cool. I think you'll really like it, Bond. You'd be very impressed. Bonds is Hall worthy before the ball started to move efficiently. Fly out. Yes. Bonds, A-Rod, they were Hall of Fame. I never thought Mark McGwire was a Hall of Famer anyway. I never did. I never thought Mark McGwire or Sammy Sosa were Hall of Famers. Barry Bonds, Clemens, absolutely. Robinson with the follow-up dunk, 79-71 Knicks. Bonds, Clemens, A-Rod, all Hall of Famers. Remember at the time, good, he missed. Robinson rebound. That sounds familiar, right? Remember when it was Jeter, A-Rod, when he was with the Mariners, and Garcia-Parra were the big three at shortstop. Garcia-Parra, Jeter, and A-Rod. And who was the greatest, they said, at shortstop? A-Rod. Even Jeter in his documentary said statistically, yeah. I mean, of course, when you look at stats, Jeter said, my stats aren't close, but I got 5 rings. Jeter's got 5 rings. A-Rod has 1. And when did he get the 1? When he came to the Yankees. But A-Rod was so talented that he moved to third base. That wasn't an easy move to go to third base. But he wasn't, as a shortstop himself, at the time, he was considered the greatest defensive shortstop. Remember Ozzie Smith? He's another one that's under the radar. Ozzie Smith was one of the greatest defensive shortstops of all time, the Wizard of Oz. Never hear about him. You never hear about him. 1 second. Yes, I thought of that a few hours. Oh, man. Angus, I was like, yep, thank you, Barinari, because it was at some point when I was laying rock salt in the driveway, it just popped in my head. Making money, yeah, just the good old boys. I told Barinari, you're going to stick songs like that out there, man. We're going to, those are the kind of things. How come the songs like that stay in your head? Chud, yes, I do. Yes, I do. Saturday the 14th and Chud. You just brought up two movies in the past two streams that I never would have thought of again, Staff Sergeant. Thanks for that. I do remember Chud. All right, Bon. Have a chipped wisdom tooth that needs to go soon. I know all about getting teeth pulled, guys. All about it. Trust and believe. I know all about it. It's still going. We're supposed to have a second round tomorrow with more snow if the meteorologists are correct. Jeez. Yeah, could not run, struck out a lot. And he wasn't a great defensive first baseman either. I mean, to me, he wasn't a Hall of Famer anyway. He had power. Absolutely had power. He struck out a lot. Exactly. That's why he doesn't get a lot of the votes. It's not even about the steroids anymore. He was never a Hall of Famer. Bonds was a Hall of Famer. Bonds made Bobby Bonilla's career, if you really think about it. Bobby Bonilla got pitched to a lot because you rather pitch to Bonilla than Bonds, right? Oh, you've seen it already. Yeah, great cover. Yeah, with their own little spin on it. Yes, and you know what's funny? When they put that spin on it, Bond, when Fred Durst put that spin on it in the middle, that's the guitar solo from Kirk Hammett. That's a brilliant way of knowing, like their guitars, of knowing where you are, right? Knowing your place. That if you can't do that, Fred took that over, right? And just started talking to the crowd during that time instead of him doing the guitar solo. He knew his place, that he's not going to attempt that. And it was a perfect, smooth transition. Perfect, smooth transition. The phoniest and the best. Yeah, cardboard. It was the phoniest and the best. And Bud Selig, by the way, is in the Hall of Fame. Oversaw that entire steroid era and doesn't think any one of them should be in, including Pete Rose should not be in. Betting is on every commercial. I mean, betting is everywhere. Even when the screen goes to a split screen, hey, guys, even though the game started, don't worry, you can still bet. You can bet on the third quarter right now. Who's going to have the lead by the end of the third quarter? And the Knicks are up 81-71, guys. 4:50 left in the third quarter. But Pete Rose is the bad guy. Not Alex Cora, who's part of the biggest cheating scandal in A.J. Hinch, cheating scandal of all time with the Houston Astros. They got suspended for one season, and that was the COVID season. That's like when you're a kid. Well, at least when we were kids growing up, you had to stay in the house. You were punished on a rainy weekend, so like nobody was outside anyway. That's back when actually we used to go outside. Everybody's inside now on their phones, but you know what I mean. And also, '98 was special to me because the Jets were 12-4 in the AFC Championship game with Vinny Testaverde and Curtis Martin, Wayne Corbett and Keyshawn, Brian Cox, Bill Parcells. 2 years prior to 98 and 96, we were 1-15. Imagine that, 1-15 to 12-4 inside of 3 seasons. This is like, Jet fans remember this stuff because we don't get a lot of this stuff. 81-71, let me catch this up. Come on, Knicks. Come on, Knicks. Win this one, please. This would be a big win for us. Plus, we're in our home away from home, MSG South, Philly. Let me not talk too much because that stuff always ends up blowing up in my face. Remember Eddie Murray, Orioles? Yes, Eddie Murray, another one that's never mentioned. Back in the 80s, 90s, people could not like him because he didn't like the press. Yeah, one of the best first basemen, played with Cal Ripken, sure. On those Oriole teams, absolutely. Wasn't Rick Dempsey their catcher then, Staff Sergeant? Rick Dempsey was a catcher, I believe, back then. Oz is still popular in St. Louis. Oh, yeah, he should be, man. Ozzie Smith, he should be a household name. The Wizard of Oz, you could argue he's the greatest defensive shortstop of all time. There's been flash in the pans here and there that made some flashy plays, like Ray Ordonez for the Mets. Remember him? He had a couple of years there. He made some incredible flashy plays. Josh Hart, mid-range jumper, missed it. He gets his own rebound. 4 minutes left in the third quarter. McBride Still has it, looking for somebody. Brunson found him for three. Missed it. Shamet on the rebound. Boy, Knicks getting a lot of second chance points. Shamet gets the rebound and says, Brunson, try it again. Okay, boom, three. Knicks up 84-72. Yeah, he was, you can argue he's the greatest defensive shortstop of all time, not all around. Like Mike Piazza. Mike Piazza is the greatest hitting catcher of all time. People say, oh, Johnny Bench was, but yeah, all around. There's plenty of catchers that were better than him all around. Pudge Rodriguez was better than Piazza as an all-around catcher. Piazza couldn't throw anybody out that stole on him. As a hitter, he's the greatest hitting catcher of all time. It's like Ozzie had one aspect of the game that was great. Legendary. Ozzie Smith was, you can argue, he's the greatest defensive shortstop of all time. People say A-Rod, know that, when he was a shortstop. Off and on air stat are sponsored by betting companies. Yes, they are. Oh, cardboard, AFL, Australian Football League, man. YouTube footy, YouTube Australian football. Man, I am a diehard fan of that now. This type of stuff. I picked the team, and they are trying to be three-time champions, Brisbane Lions. It is an incredible sport. It's confusing as hell when you first look at it. Robinson dunked. Well, I won't. It wasn't on Embiid. I wish it was. I thought it was at first, but it wasn't. It wasn't. He dumped on a guard. That should happen with the height difference. AFL code. Cardboard. If you stick around with us long enough, you'll get into AFL, man. It is amazing. It starts in March. The season's coming up. I started getting interested in it in the off season of 2022. Started the 23 season, and I'm telling you, you just got to watch them. But they can explain it better than me. I know about 80% of what's going on. 86-72 Knicks right now. Inbound, Philadelphia has the ball. Maxey misses the three, but followed through. Yeah, they got the two. Tony. Oh, yeah. Of course he did. The Bash brothers, Canseco, McGuire. Canseco still says he was the first one that sold everybody out. It was Ken Caminiti. You remember Ken Caminiti? They have an interview with him long before Canseco came out with the book and all that. Ken Caminiti was the first one. If there's somebody before him, I don't know. McBride, mid-range jumper, good, 88, 74 Knicks. Ken Caminiti. Remember him, guys? He was the first one. Yep, Rick Dempsey was the catcher then. Okay, good. I remember the Orioles, man. I think Cal played with his brother. Bill Ripken was second base for that team. Harold Baines. Harold Baines was, I don't know how now there's an argument right there. You want to talk about Andrew Jones and Mattingly, staff sergeant? Brunson, in and out three, in and out. How about Harold Baines is in the Hall of Fame? Look at his numbers. What is he doing in the Hall of Fame? He was a good player. He was a very good player, not a Hall of Famer. Harold Baines is in the Hall of Fame. And Mattingly isn't. And Winfield is, but Winfield definitely deserves to be there. But I'm just saying, now there's a guy that should not be there. Hell of a guy, solid player. OG underneath, kicks it out to Shamet. I don't know why he didn't just take the layup. McBride, corner three. Missed it. This is what I mean. Sometimes it gets really irritating. Knicks got the ball back. Hold on. I thought they lost it. Hold on. Brunson's got it. Kicks it out to OG, going in for the dunk. Boom! They had 3 second chance, 3 rebounds, 3 second chance points on that. Second, third, and fourth chance if you want to get technical. Knicks steal the ball. OG stole the pass. Hold on, guys. It's getting great. 90-77 Knicks. 45 seconds left in the third. And Brunson missed the shot. All right, that's where we are. He made the video on the album Nashville song, Digging My Graves, a song about it. Oh, cool. Please do that. Oh, I'd love to see that. Yeah, man. You guys already know I don't drink anymore for all the alcoholic reasons. I'd love to see that, Bond. Please do. Please do. Staff Sergeant, he's a great person. McBride for three. Missed it. Come on, guys. You're up 90-77 at the end of the third. Don't start just rushing threes. This is where I think, guys, you start hitting 2-pointers, just hit twos. Knicks have a 13-point lead heading to the fourth quarter. They outscored the Sixers 30-13 in the third quarter. 30-13 in the third quarter. 1 quarter to go, guys. You got to hold on. 13-point lead against this team is not a big lead. It's not a big lead. I do not like the 76ers at all. I'm not a Philly team fan at all. But I will, come on. You can't, 13 points is not a big lead. It's not a big lead. We need this. We need this win bad. To get back in, the show that we had a little slump there. Okay, yeah, you pounded the Nets, 120-66. Great. Great. Wow. Okay, it's Nets. This is a formidable team. Get back on track. Murray to 500 home runs and 3,000 hits. Right. Not many do that in their careers. Not many. Hey, guys, you think Giancarlo Stanton's a Hall of Famer? I had this question asked to me from one of my friends, not on here, from one of my friends. Do you think Giancarlo Stanton is a Hall of Famer? Yes or no? I'll do that in the poll. There we go. I got a poll question. Boom. We haven't done a poll in a while. There you go. Simple. Is Giancarlo a Hall of Famer? Now I lost my place since I did that. Oh, here we are. Yeah, it's amazing, Cardboard. Start YouTubing. Join the Discord, Cardboard. We drop a lot of it in there. Start YouTubing it. Start YouTubing Footy Play, man. It's amazing. We can help you out. We can definitely help you out. One second here. The staff sergeant I am. I'm going to put Rock's channel in here. Good suggestion. I've done it in the past. There you go. For those that don't know, this is my wife's cooking channel. Please subscribe. Check it out. Comment. Comments help move channels, guys. Comments help move channels. She's got her channel going strong. Shorts. Look at the shorts. She does a lot of shorts on there. So there you go. At the request of Staff Sergeant Thomas, there's an argument that Ozzie Smith's glove was his value. It is. There's no doubt about it. No doubt about it. He is so overlooked. Like I always say, there is no argument for the greatest leadoff hitter of all time. It's Rickey Henderson. The greatest base leadoff hitter of all time is Rickey Henderson. I mean, it just comes right out. It flows. You don't have to think about it. That's it. 100, absolutely. The Specky. Cardboard, there is no play in sports, not just footy, in sports that's better than the Specky. There's nothing better than the Specky. You literally, in this game, it looks like I called it rugby at first. That was my biggest mistake, but it was my entry into figuring out what is going on out here and why are these Australians so passionate about this. I'm passionate about my teams and my sports. I want to know why they're so passionate about this game that I know nothing about. You literally can jump on the opponents. Picture this even being allowed in the NFL without 500 flags. Debate shows talking about it all week. Fines, suspensions. It would be like, whatever, Josh Allen throwing a pass. Shakir, it's going up, right? And before the ball gets there, the defenseman, the cornerback, jumps on Shakir's shoulders with his legs like this by his neck and raises up higher and catches that ball and falls down. That is a specky. It is the greatest play in sports, in any sport. I'm not even kidding. And I am a diehard of all of my sports, and I can't think of one play that is allowed that's better than that. 92-77 Knicks. Let me update it while we got a break here. This is the updated score. By the way, guys, hey, Bon, are you guys getting this on KO over there? This is a nationally televised game here. Are you getting it on KO over there? Yeah, I posted the Discord in here. I'll post it again. And guys, that's Rock's channel, her cooking channel there. And then please subscribe to that and comment. And yeah, Bon, drop the comment of your ingredients. Don't give it to me. Give it to her, because I'll forget about it. Robinson with the rebound. Sound familiar? Josh Hart in the corner is D'd up. Don't push a three, Josh. He can hit them, but not always. I'll drop the Discord in here in a second, Cardboard. This will help you out a lot with the footy and everything, man. Got a lot of Australian followers. And I'll tell you what, they are awesome with the footy. Australian football. I don't want to start throwing terms. You're like, what is footy now? It's the same thing. It's the same thing. Let me ease up on the statements I'm making. Here, dropping it in now. Here's the Discord again. So you got Rock's channel and Discord. Shamit going for a corner three. Missed it. Rebound, Josh Hart. Shamit driving the lane. Kicks it out to McBride. Driving the lane. Kicks it out to Josh Hart. Driving the lane. And he hits the mid-range jumper. There you go, Hart. Don't push a three. Don't push a three. Yeah, the Killer Bees. Jeff Bagwell, I think, failed that. I don't know for sure, but I think he did. He was part of the Killer Bees of the Astros. Jeff Bagwell, Derek Bell. Oh, come on. I can't believe I forgot the other guy. Bagwell, Jeff Bagwell, Derek Bell. Oh, my gosh, who was the third Killer Bee? Why am I not remembering this? Bagwell, Bell. Oh, come on. I'm embarrassed now. That's shameful. McBride going to the line. Knicks up 94-79 with 9:38 left in the game. Daniel, there you are. Daniel, happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. Pre-storm Saturday. What's going on, Daniel? Welcome in, man. Oh, McBride, in and out, and it went in. First free throw, good. Hey, everyone. Daniel, welcome in, man. Thanks. Good to see you here, buddy. Yeah, Ken Caminiti on the Padres. I think he played for a few other teams after that. Daniel, yep, good to see you, brother. Tea or coffee? What's better? Coffee. Stanton thinks so if he wins ring with Yankees 100% if he's not up to reporters. Look at Stanton in the playoffs. And Stanton, I'll give him this. The poll's still out. I'll end it in a little bit. Embiid going for and he was fouled. Embiid was fouled. Giancarlo Stanton, remember, talk about a guy that can handle pressure. Came to the Yankees and he got booed. He got booed a lot because he struck out a lot. And they said he couldn't handle the pressure in New York. Guy was a gentleman to reporters, gentleman to the fans. He even said he deserved to be booed. He was genuine. I deserve to be booed. I'm striking out a lot. Didn't do that well in the playoffs the first time around. And he's been a killing machine in the playoffs since. Giancarlo gets timely hits, timely home runs. He's one of the most clutch Yankee hitters in playoff history. And I take that with a grain of salt when baseball goes in history. Think of all the legends of the game. Yeah, but the legends of the game played in an era where it was like the pennant, then the World Series. These guys that are getting all these records now have wild card games, divisional rounds, championship rounds. They have more games. So keep voting on that, though. Giancarlo Stanton. To me, normally when someone says, Is Ricky Henderson the greatest base stealer of all time? Yes. Like, there's no thinking about it. Is someone so-and-so a Hall of Famer? Walter Payton, is he a Hall of Famer? Yes. There's no thinking about it. If you have to really think, that means I always felt like if you have to really think about it, maybe not. There's something about it. It should be automatic. Hall of Famer? Yes. It should be automatic. Bridges for 3. Missed it. The Knicks, come on. 96-79 Knicks. 9 minutes left in the game. It's far from over. Green tea, best thing ever. Cardboard, if you join Johnny's Discord, I'll give you some videos. Yeah. Bon will definitely help you out, man. These guys help me out. There's other Aussies, Tony, Wayback. Where is Wayback, Bon? I saw him once in here, and I haven't seen him in a while. Is he okay? Wasn't Mrs. Wayback? Wasn't somebody sick? I've seen Wayback in a while. Hart for 3. Come on, guys. You're pushing 3s. We're up by 15 points right now. Get 2s, man. Just keep feeding the lead. He missed. Josh Hart on the rebound. 96-81 Knicks. Let me see if I can update this quick. Anunoby for 3. 98-81 Knicks. We're almost up by 20. That means I'm still not going to get excited, guys. We're up by 17 points because it's a New York team, and for some reason or another, with the last 2 minutes, we'll be up by like 3 points and sweating it out. That just seems to be the way it goes with New York teams. It does. I'm not even lying. We always find a way to let somebody back in. Boy, you guys are typing a lot. Let me catch up. I can't be that far behind. Hold on. Oh, there you are. I was going to say, there's no way I'm that far behind. First time I was in here, I thought we had a lot of fans of the old American football. Right, when you first think about it, you're like, oh, yeah, Joe Namath won the Super Bowl when they're part of the AFL. Right. That's right. That's what you would think. Like, oh, we're going to talk about old school Raiders and Kansas City and Hank Stram and, all that stuff. Yeah. Right. That's what you would think, Angus. 98-84 Knicks. 98-84. Commercial right now. There you go. That's my wife, Rock City D, with her cooking channel. My name is Cardboard because I collect sports cards. A lot of player knowledge comes from that. It's awesome. Cardboard, listen. You're obviously knowledgeable of the game and of sports. We know it. Everybody in here, it's not the biggest chat, but we're very knowledgeable in here, all of us. And when we do polls or we do a lot of trivia questions in here, usually during baseball or things like that, we have like more time in between plays. We do a lot of trivia. And we know, everybody knows each other in here enough to know who knows what and who doesn't know what. Nobody Googles answers. We don't Google answers. We can tell you know your stuff, Cardboard. We can tell. I am split on coffee and tea. I like tea when I'm sick. The bouncers can drop Rock's channel in the chat. I do it hundreds of times a day when I'm modding for Scotty Butters. Appreciate it, Bon. And yeah, you're active in there like Staff Sergeant. We really do appreciate that. And yeah, she loves recipes. I can't wait to try whatever you drop in there because the only thing I know about the kitchen is to stay out of it. Basement boss has spoken. I stay out of it. I stay out of it. Bon, I know you do, and I really appreciate it, man. I know you do. You can drop them in here too. Scotty Butters, drop them in here, man. You can. The people that you mod for and you promote, drop those links in here, Bon. You can certainly do that, man. Yeah, this is a nationally televised game, and it's a big game. New York versus Philly is huge. It's a huge matchup in every sport. Sabres are currently in third place in the division. I'm so happy for you, Gunner, because you guys, after the Bills let down, you got the Sabres are picking you up. Jets to the Rangers is rough. It's rough. That's why I told everybody you're going to see me doing a lot more Lightning games over the Rangers lately. You're going to see it. I got two teams for a reason. And it's not like I was some Johnny come-along-lately fan of the Lightning. I've been a fan and a season ticket holder in the past when I lived in Tampa for a while. So I'm not a Johnny-come-lately. They weren't very good when I chose them. And they had already been a few years removed from their championship over the Calgary Flames in 2004. When I started going, my son, when we started going to Lightning games, they weren't very good. They were okay. Mike Smith was their goalie. Nidimaki was the backup. Then they had another backup along the way, Dan Ellis. Steven Stamkos and Hedman were just starting to come up. Vinny Lecavalier, Marty St. Louis, these guys were older. So there's the Discord. Discord, a second channel, Rock's Cooking Channel. I remember when Johnny only did reaction videos to his Jets and Rangers. Oh, yeah. That's in the very beginning. Gunner. That's why, Cardboard, when you hear me yell out OG Dweller, because these guys have been around me since the beginning. The beginning was rough. My first live, Rick the Ninja was my first. Yeah, we haven't seen Rick in him. I know he was in here, I think, maybe a couple streams ago. Rick the Ninja was sat in that Kansas City Royals Yankees live. It was one of the most boring baseball weekends we've ever had. And he sat in there with me. I didn't have anybody. Mr. Marine was around for that too. But I wasn't doing lives back then. I did videos of the Jets and the Rangers. There's so many people that do Jets and Rangers, I didn't even bother. Why would I waste my time doing reviews of the Jets? There's channels that do. There's a great channel, guys. Let's Talk Jets. Guy's name is Tyson Roush. He is as diehard a Jet fan as you're going to find, like myself. Just decades of mainly hurt. The guy knows his stuff. He does the Jets year-round. He is great with his channel, and he's real. He's a real long-time fan, and you can tell his knowledge is there. That's a great Jets channel. Let's Talk Jets. And, of course, my other friend, D, disgruntled Jets fan. He's hilarious to watch. Disgruntled Jets fan. Hilarious. He's hilarious to watch. He's the epitome of an angry Jet fan. And the New York Jokes. Those are the three channels. The New York Jokes. It's a father. I believe they're father and son. They actually have themselves on there watching the game. You should listen to them. I mean, it's really hilarious. The Stroh's beer. Oh, that was bad beer, man. Like Meisterbrow. Oh, here we go with that again. Daniel is from Scotty's YouTube channel. Oh, nice. Nice. I didn't know that. Daniel, if he mentioned it, I forgot, which isn't surprising. I talk about 500 things in here at once. Oh, that's cool, man. Yeah, you can drop those links in here, Bon. I'm fine with that, man. I promote Victor. Victor came in here, and Victor has a Third Floor podcast. He was a cat for 3. Missed it right at the buzzer. 98-89 Knicks. See that? 6:20 left. All of a sudden, they're coming back. Kelly Oubre for 3. Missed it. Thank goodness. Cat on the rebound, surprisingly. See, you can't. All of a sudden, up. Josh Hart was tripped up. Foul. See, now it's 98-89. The Knicks are up by 17. I told you guys I wasn't getting excited. It's not over yet. New York teams love to have the fans sweat it out when they were winning most of the game. They do, Stella. That's how it is. No. Yeah, Victor, man, he was a gentleman. He asked me, do you mind if I come in here or promote my channel? In the very beginning, I said, that's fine. You can do that. He wasn't doing lives then. He wasn't playing any games. Victor's great. He's great at what he does, and he's a great cellar dweller. He's not a guy that just popped in here and just promoted himself and dropping his links and stuff. Come on, Bridges. That's what I mean. Come on, guys. Slow it down. Mid-range jumper for Bridges. And he missed that. Come on. See, the Knicks are starting to choke a little bit. And the Sixers have not been taking advantage. Embiid and 1 got the 2 and 1. Now it's 98-91, and I guarantee you he will hit the free throw. See, all of a sudden our 17-point lead is now down. Well, it's 98-91 when Embiid hits his free throw, which I guarantee you he will. The Knicks will only be up by 6. We were just up by 17 with 8 minutes left or 9 minutes left. I told you guys I wasn't getting excited about that. 5:24 left in the game. Karl Anthony Towns is now fouled out. I'm just putting the 92 in there. It's 91 right now, but I guarantee you Embiid is going to hit the free throw. Awesome, Cardboard. Good. Oh, Wayback had a hip operation. Send him our best, man. Send him our best. Embiid had 28 points in the first half. He has 5 in the second half. Now we lost a shooter in town. See, Robinson being on the floor is great for defense, but he can't shoot. That's the thing. It's like a two-headed monster, man. Cat can shoot, can't play defense. And he fouled out and only had 10 points. Cat has really not been playing well, man. And maybe it's the trade rumors. Knicks are only up by 6, 5 minutes left. I told you guys, this is what New York teams do. Brunson driving the lane. He's going to look, mid-range jumper. That's going to miss. I can already tell. Yep, it missed. Here come the Sixers. They better call a timeout. The Knicks better call a timeout. Kelly Oubre missed the 2-point, and he was fouled. Knicks better call a timeout. Oubre is a good shooter. He's going to hit both. I guarantee he's going to hit both of them. Now, Wayback is up there in age, man. I think, Bond, what is Wayback, in his 60s? I think Wayback's in his 60s. Cardboard, I'll post a video of AFL for beginners. Yes, that's what was a big help to me. Yes, Cardboard, yes. You will love the game. Oubre missed the first one. He missed the first one. Oh, that's a gift. He missed the first one. 4:59, 5 minutes left in the game. Well, every second counts, so 4:59. He hit the second one, 98-93. Look at that. We've had 98 like forever, have we not? We've had 98 forever. Forever. OG with the ball. Drive up, went to drive, step back, gives it back to Hart. Don't do it, Hart. Don't do it. Hart shot a 3, missed it. I knew. Oh, Robinson with the rebound. Thank you. Shamet for 3. Landry Shamet, thank you. 101 to 93. That was big. We needed that. Bills won back-to-back AFL champs. Right. Robinson with a good steal to Hart. Hart got fouled on the layup. Yep, Hart was perfect. He was double-teamed. He just went right in to do the layup. He knew he was going to get fouled, and he did. Staff Sergeant, I think Wayback's about 62. He's a plumber, so he took it. Oh, man. That's bad for his career, yeah. Oh, you have 100% permission, Bon. 100% permission. Absolutely. Absolutely, man. Appreciate it. And same here. Drop his link in here. Absolutely. Look how Jeff Gordon doing for Habs, making the team as good as can be. Drury killing us right. Yeah, that's right. Drury's good at sending out apology letters about why the team sucks. Sorry, guys. Hey, sorry. I mean, Woody Johnson doesn't even do that. He does. He should do that. In the beginning, I liked Drury at first. A few years ago, I really did like him. But now, I mean, you're throwing a team under the bus. You make it, it's like Cat. They're talking about trading, and Cat all of a sudden his game has gone completely. He only had 10 points. We're winning, and he only had 10 points. Josh Hart at the line. I know, Stella. And he missed it. 101 to 93 Knicks. He should have had that and one. We needed that to go up by 10. 4:08. Too much time left. A lot of time. The Knicks are going to pull this out. They're going to pull this out, but it's going to be a nail biter. The Knicks stole the ball, but Josh Hart fouled. Come on. Yeah, definitely take a toll on your hips. Yeah, Ace Avenue makes a lot of great Yankee stuff. He does. He has good Yankee lives. He does. The Ace Avenue is very good, man. Very good at what he does. Very knowledgeable Yankee fan. JB, whatever happened to Daniel, Vietnam vet from – I don't know. He was a huge Lightning fan, and I've been doing Lightning games lately, and I haven't seen him on, but he was like 70. He was in his mid-70s, Staff Sergeant. He was in his mid-70s. I don't know. I remember him telling me he was like 75 or 76. And I wasn't on much last year because of my other project that I'm doing. But now that I've been back on a lot, I haven't seen him. I was hoping he'd pop into one of my Lightning streams. I will be doing a lot of Lightning, like I said, Mr. Marine. You can't blame me. The Rangers aren't showing any heart. 101 to 94, timeout. Knicks. 101 to 94. I just shared your live stream, my Discord, and tagged everyone, so Wayback might see it. He did say he's going to Canada this year. Good. Go to a hockey game. If he's going to Canada, he's got to go to a hockey game. Jeremiah, everybody knew him as Trouba Train, in the basement. OG Cellar Dweller in the basement. Jeremiah is here. What's going on? What's happening? Go Knicks. Let's go Knicks. I love it, Mike. You're back on with the Knicks. I love it. What's up, guys? Rangers suck 50. Right. I know. I've been doing more Lightning games. Going from the Jets season and the Giants for that matter, right, into the Rangers, it's too much. It's too much losing, too much. It's too much. I'm doing some Lightning games instead. Cat is frustrated because of lack of effort. There is no effort on defense. None. There's none, Cardboard. None. As I said, when Embiid had Cat D'ing him up, Embiid was like, bang, excuse me, pushed him all the way in, and then just laid it, right over his head, and Cat didn't even jump. When Mitchell Robinson's out there, different story. Different story altogether. Harbaugh, let's go Giants. That was huge signing. Harbaugh with Jackson Dart, Scatterboo, Malik Neighbors will be back. The Giants are going to have a huge turnaround with Harbaugh. That was a great hire, the best hire they've had since Tom Coughlin. Because Mara was starting to worry me that he was going along with all these brand like Woody Johnson does. Ben McAdoo, you made Coughlin retire for Ben McAdoo. And then who was after McAdoo? Oh, Joe Judge. Wasn't Joe Judge next after that? He was great. And then Brian Dable. I'm missing somebody. I feel like I'm missing somebody. Oh, Pat Shurmur. He was after McAdoo. It was McAdoo, Pat Shurmur, Joe Judge, Brian Dable. I knew I was missing somebody. It was Pat Shurmur. And he was the only one with any experience. Not that it was good experience, but he was the only one. So John Harbaugh, the first real hire since Tom Coughlin for the Giants. They'll be back on top. The Jets own the basement in New York. No one else is supposed to mess with our territory, and the Giants are trying to move in on our territory. That's our territory. Jets are the basement owners. Mr. Marine, JB, don't do Rangers until we get 500 or above. Yeah. I mean, the Lightning, my second team, has been really exciting. They've been killing it. They've won 13 of 14. They're 40. Josh Hart on the rebound. Hold on. Brunson, corner three. Boom! Hit it. And I'm watching a replay. I'll admit it. I just watched a replay and shouted it out as if it just happened. I did that. Basement. That's why we're in the basement. I really just did that. I watched a replay, and I thought it was live. And I was like, all right, Brunson hit it. We needed that three. Oh. Hopefully the Lightning are – I think they're 40-2 since October. Because they won yesterday. That was a tight game. When did you change your name? When Trouba got traded, I believe. I call it the way I see it, and you see it 100%. They suck. Everybody's tradable except for Igor. And I feel bad for Quick. I feel bad for Jonathan Quick because at his age, he is being asked to do the impossible for a 40-year-old. And I love Jonathan Quick, and I refuse to hate on him. I will not hate on him. I don't know who this Spencer Martin kid is. Never heard of him. But I know he gave up 3 goals in the first period last night. At least he lets the Rangers fans know. Don't stay up late. No need to. Brunson missed the lay-in, man. Come on, 101-95. I told you guys when the Knicks were up by 17 with 8 minutes left that there was too much game left. New York, Kelly Oubre, corner three. Missed it. Wide open three, and he missed it. Thank goodness. The Knicks need to score here. 101-95. I have 94 there, guys. It's 95. Brunson with the ball. Come on, Brunson. Make something happen. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Mike and I have to agree on that. Mike and I have to agree that we were wrong on Lafreniere. Oh, he is awful. He is awful. I call him the Carl Pavano of the Yankees, man. Take that money and run. He took that money and his play, awful. Awful. Is the baby hungry? Hold on, guys. Shamit missed the first free throw. Come on, guys. You need to hit these, man. Yeah, Joe Judge. Remember him? What a clown. What a clown. That's Jets hires. Those are New York Jets hires. Oh, Joe Judge, you're a special teams guy? Oh, the Ravens hired John Harbaugh years ago, and he was a special teams guy. Maybe it'll work out for us, too. He was a clown show. Ben McAdoo was terrible. Remember Ben McAdoo ruined Eli Manning? That's all I remember about him, besides being terrible. He ruined Eli Manning's streak. He benched him late in the season for Geno Smith, who at the time wasn't good. And there was no reason to. It was in November or December. Like, it wasn't like Geno was going to be the future of the Giants at that time. And he ruined Eli's streak. He told Eli he could start the game, but then he was going to pull it to keep the streak going. And Eli, being a all-class kind of guy, is like, either I'm playing or I'm not. I'm not going to keep a streak going just to start the game. That's – how was that not a foul call? 2:20 left in the game. 102-99. Look at this, guys. 2:15 left. 102-99. Telling you, man, little misses here and there by the Knicks, and the Sixers are taking advantage of it. 102-99. Boy, the Knicks had a 17-point lead like 2 seconds ago, it feels like. I called it. It's what New York teams do. All of them. They have a big lead, and at the end of the game, you're sweating it out. I told you it was going to happen. As a matter of fact, I said in the last 3 minutes, we'll have a 3-point lead. I believe I said that, and here we are, 3-point lead with 2 minutes left. Shamet for 3. Missed it. OG comes in with the follow-up dunk. Boom. We needed that one. 104-99. Put this game on the calendar. Sabres at Lightning. Yes, 7:30. I'll do it. And I know you'll remind me. Oh, man, February 3rd, Gunner. That couple of days, I got to check on that, Gunner. February 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, I don't think I'll be on those 3 days. Up, 3-pointer. Look at that. It's a 1-point game, a 2-point game, guys. Minute 30 left. I told you we'd be sweating this out. 104-102. Knicks led by 17 with 8 minutes left. I knew this was going to happen. OG for 3. Hit it. That was huge. We needed that. 107. I'm not going to update the scoreboard anymore. It's 107-102 right now. There's a minute left. 42 points for OG. I think that's what he just said. Embiid missed the foul. Yeah, right. Embiid missed the layup. He missed the layup. Yeah, he's – well, Shamet, wide open corner 3. You better hit that. And he did. 110-102. That with 40 seconds left. Thank you, Landry Shamet. That was much needed. 110-102. I think Philly just took a timeout. That was a much needed 2 clutch 3-pointers by Brunson and Shamet. We are cooking. I just put up Scotty's YouTube link in the chat and got it removed. Who removed who removed it? Oh, he could drop it in here. Who removed it? Don't remove the link. I told Bon he could drop it. Oh, McAdoo. Yeah, that was terrible. He could share in the Discord and here. You could drop it, Bon. Whoever removed it, I told Bon that he could drop a link in here. It's okay. You can drop the link in here. All good. Appreciate you guys looking out because usually we don't do the link thing in here, but it's fine. Oh, YouTube removed it. Why? Why did YouTube remove it? That's weird. Why did that happen? Try it again, Bon. See what happens. Try it again. Bon, try it again. That's weird. YouTube removed it. I was like, man. I said, wow, my bounces are brutal, man. Bon's like a long-time Aussie dweller, and they bounce you. I was going to say, wow, my bounces are brutal. Say, wow. Wow. All right, good use. I don't know why. Drop it again, Bon. I don't know why they removed it. Maxey hit a 3, of course. 110-105. Hold on. I don't know what happened here, but there's something where it looks like the Sixers just scored, and it looks like they're trying to give the ball back to the Sixers. Hold on. I don't know what's going on right now. They have a jump ball. It shouldn't be. Mike Brown said he was trying to call timeout. 110, 105, 33 seconds left, man. It's a lot of time left with only a 5-point lead. I told you it's going to come down to the wire. We're going to pull this out. We're going to pull this game out unless we don't. Unless we don't, we're going to pull this game out. I don't know why YouTube removes links by non. I don't know. That's weird. That's the first time I ever heard of that. I just put in 2 links. Brunson dropped too soon. Violation on Brunson. This is great. Now that we always have weird things that happen, man. Just weird things at end of games when they're close. We have a weird penalty, weird foul, weird changing of the tape. We have a 5-point lead with 32 seconds left, and they're trying. Can't remove. Oh, I didn't even think about you, Staff Sergeant. I forgot you were. I was thinking of Bruin and Gunner. I forgot you were a bounce. Stella even laughed at that one. I forgot. Look at that. Now it's Edgecombe's going to hit the second one, too. It's going to be 110-1. It's going to be a 3-point game. It's going to be a 3-point game with 33 seconds left. Drop it in the Discord. I'm going to take the link from the Discord and drop it in here and see how that works. Even though everybody's in the Discord here, let me see how that works. Yeah, drop it in the Discord. I'll grab it. Edgecombe's definitely going to hit this. 110-1. There it is. 3-point game, guys, because the Knicks have weird things that happen. I mean, the Knicks, totally crazy. This is totally crazy, but I called it. Well, it's a commercial break, Bond. Now's the time to drop it. I think I have some. Let me know when you dropped it, Bond. I'm waiting. Scotty Butters, there it is. Okay. All right, Bond, let me see if this works. I'm going to. Boom. I just dropped the link. That's Scotty Butters' YouTube channel link. Please subscribe for the great live music. Bang. There you go. I just dropped the link. Let's see if it gets removed. Knicks with the ball. Let's go. Knicks with the ball. Let's go. Offensive foul on the Knicks. We find all types of ways. We're going to lose this game. Think about this. The Sixers go down and score. Then Mike Brown's calling timeout, so Brunson stands there holding the ball, and the refs aren't paying attention. Edgecombe grabs Brunson. Now they're both standing there. Now it's a jump ball. We lose that. They score again. And now there's an offensive foul on the Knicks. So since we went up 110 to 102 with 40 seconds left, we have given up 5 points, unanswered points since then. Absolutely, Bond. I don't know why. That's so weird that it bounced. Well, whatever. It's in there now. Oh, yeah. Well, that makes sense. I just wanted to see if you guys knew. I just wanted to see if you knew that, Bruin. That's all. I was testing you. I wanted to see if you knew. I knew that all along. Tell you, these are the Edgecombe was practically choking Brunson. Where's the call on that? How is that an offensive play? Edgecombe was choking him practically. I'm exaggerating a little bit, but how is that on Brunson? I don't get that one. And I'm not even being biased right now. I'm being serious. I told you it's going to be interesting right to the wire. 17-point lead, choked away. Now down to 3 with 33.3 seconds left, which is an eternity. It's an eternity in the NBA. Hey, Bon, I just realized I never subbed to Scotty on my Basement Squad channel, so now he's got 2 subs, my original one and the other one. I just subbed to it from Basement Squad. It is a defensive foul. How are they not seeing that? Here we go. It's defense. It should be a defensive foul. I mean, come on, man. The Knicks better not blow this game. The challenge is taking a long time. Let's see. New York gets to shoot 1 shot. They flip the call. Finally, the refs got it right. They flip the call. It's not a foul on Brunson. It's a foul on Edgecombe. So the Knicks get a free throw, which will be Brunson, and possession. This is huge. Awesome, Bond. Good. Great, man. Love supporting other channels, man. That's great. Now, guess what? That was a big chance there because Mike Brown used their last timeout to challenge. If you're wrong, your timeout gets burned. The Knicks would have had no timeouts left. Now we still have one. We still have. Brunson hit it, 111 to 107. Now Knicks get possession on top of that. That's a 4-point game with 33 seconds left. That's a 2 possession right there. Now we got to score again. Being Johnny Obvious right now. Being Johnny Obvious. Come on, Hart. You got to inbound the ball. McBride, perfect inbound pass. McBride just made Paul George. He just did some ankle breakers there. They just fouled out OG. OG can hit free throws too. So this is good. Awesome, Bond. Yep, Des and I are doing the Basement Squad. And times that she can't get here, I'm going to do some solo stuff on there to keep that channel moving. The John Farnham stuff, that's like home runs, man. John Farnham is monstrous over in Australia. Like, wow, those are home run videos. OG, first, it's 1 of 2. Hits the first of 2, 112, 107 Knicks. Philadelphia is going to have to take threes to even try to stay in this game. But we're a New York team. New York team likes to blow leads in all sports. We have big leads, and we let them come all the way down to nail-biting finishes. Let's go, OG. Oh, he missed the second one. It's okay. We're up by 5. Well, I'm not going to say okay about anything. They're up by 5. Tyrese Maxey driving the lane and gets it. That makes it a 3-point game, 112-109. Landry Shamet to OG. OG gets fouled. 112. Boy, this is some ending. 112-109. OG going back to the line. He needs to hit. He needs to just hit one of these two with 9 seconds. He needs to hit one of the two. He needs to hit one of the two to make it a 2-possession game. The Sixers are challenging the foul on OG. So now they're challenging a call. Foul on Philly, now they're challenging. Boy, this last 30 seconds is taking an hour. I think the Knicks are going to look. I mean, Philadelphia is challenging this, and I think they're going to win the challenge. That looked like a clean. That looked clean by Paul George. I don't see where George fouled OG at all. I don't see where Paul George. I hate to say it, but I don't see where the foul is. They're going to overturn this, and Philadelphia's going to get the ball down by 3 with 9 seconds left, and I bet you they hit it. No foul. Philadelphia gets the ball. I said it. I didn't see the foul on there. No foul. That's the question here. Do you foul? Should the Knicks foul them and make them shoot 2? I would do that. Foul them. Why let them shoot a 3? The Knicks should automatically foul whoever gets the ball on the Sixers because they're going to have to shoot 2. As long as they're not in the process of shooting a 3, all the Knicks have to do is just foul. Make him shoot 2 and you get the ball back with 9 seconds. Or do you let him shoot the 3 and hope he misses? Because if he hits the 3, it's a tie game. I would say go ahead and foul him because they're going to have to foul you right back. Maxey has it, puts it up for 3, and he missed. Maxey missed the 3. 5.8 seconds left. Sixers don't have a timeout. Maxey thinks he was fouled. Shamet was trying to foul Maxey. They didn't call it, and Maxey missed the 3. And they can't challenge now because they have no timeouts. So Shamet was trying to foul him, which is the smart play because you're still going to be up by 1. Now Brunson's at the line. All he has to do is hit one of these 2, and that should do it. Just has to hit 1 out of 2. He just has to hit 1 out of 2. That'll make it a 2-possession game. Yeah, he missed the first one. He missed it. He has to hit this one. Come on, Brunson, don't miss this one. He's going to hit it. This will make it a 2-possession game. It'll be up by 4 points. I'm putting it up now because he's going to hit it. He missed them both. Brunson missed both free throws. OG just stole the ball. They win anyway. Brunson missed both free throws, which is unbelievable. And Maxey missed the 3, which is unbelievable. But the Sixers got the ball, pass it. OG stole it. Game over. Game over. What a finish. Brunson stole the ball from Embiid. Couldn't have happened to a better person. Brunson missed both free throws. My bad. It was Brunson that stole it. And Embiid got it and started to move with it, and Brunson slapped it out of his hands. We win anyway. Whew. Wow, that was close. I told you we'd be sweating that out at the end. I was never worried. I was never worried at all. Oh, my gosh. I mean, two weird things happened at the end of the game. Maxey misses a wide-open three, which is rare, and then Brunson misses two free throws. But whatever, we won. That's right. Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. I called it. I'm sorry that I called it when we were up by 17 with 8 minutes left. I told you the Knicks will make this a nail-biter at the end, and they sure did. They let that 17-point dwindle all the way down to 2 points. Brunson had 31 points. That's 5 of the last 6 games. He's had 31. What game am I doing next? Let me check that out, Bond. We're going to get a massive snowstorm here tomorrow, but let me check. I don't think anybody's on. I'm not doing any more. I'm not doing football games. The Knicks are on again Tuesday. That's for sure. Let me see when the Lightning are on. My next game will be Monday, January 26th, which will probably be Tuesday morning for you. Monday, the Lightning are home against the Utah Mammoth. I'll be doing the Lightning game on Monday. Monday at 7 p.m. here, Eastern Time, 7 p.m. here. That's my next game. That's when I'll be on again, Bon. Hold on, though. Hold on. Hold that thought. You know, my next game will be on Monday. My next game will definitely be on Monday. Wow, January 26th is Australia Day. Well, Code, guess what? It'll be the 27th for you when I'm on. I didn't even know that was Australia Day. Awesome. Tuesday morning, I'll be here. Awesome, Bon. Yeah, it'll be 7 p.m. Monday night. Tuesday morning for you. Knicks missed 13 free throws. Right. There you go. Lucky we won this game. We know our New York teams, and none of our New York teams with big leads like to hold them. They like to have our fans sweat them out. But we won, guys. Appreciate your time. Always appreciate the support in here. Thanks for supporting my channel, Rock's channel, and Basement Squad. I'll see you guys on the next one, which will be Monday night. I'll see you guys then. Thanks again. From Stella and I. Hey, Stella. Hey, baby. Come on. We say goodnight to you guys. Right, Stella? Soon enough, she'll be saying boom, 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 boom. No? Soon enough, guys. Soon enough. All right, guys, I'm out. We'll see you later. Thanks. Take care, everyone.